It's funny because the second it was time for me to like pop back on screen and go live with you guys, my mouse like died. And so I'm like trying to push the buttons and it wasn't working. Welcome to the Cemetery Road live stream. I don't do live streams a whole lot these days because my schedule is ridiculous, which sucks because I love doing live stream with you guys. I love coming in after episodes or just to pimp out episodes that we have coming up because I'm really excited for the stuff that we are able to bring you guys. But lately, live streams have just not been all that great. And even right now, thank you for joining me for a Wednesday night live stream. I know for some people, they have to work the next day. They can't stay up this late. And for some of you, it's first thing in the morning. So you're just having your morning cup of coffee, hanging out with us stateside and doing your thing. But I can't do this by myself because that would be boring and I would get sleepy and tired. So I brought some friends along. First up, the power couple that is Weeping Willow Paranormal and the Bacon. We have Cassie and Ron, and a friend that I know he goes by Crow of Judas, but I'm going to tell you his actual name, his like real straight up name right now. It's actually Bluebird Jesus. I don't. His parents were high all the time. So, but we got Crow of Judas hanging out, and we're just gonna chit chat because you want to know what I'm excited for, guys. Spooky season. We are in pre-October right now. I don't care what anybody else calls it. Everywhere I'm going, there's the Halloween sections popping up. You've got Halloween candy, you've got Halloween decorations, you've got masks, costumes. Every spooky thing you can imagine is popping up in all the stores. And when I have to deal with in probably 4 to 3 days, Christmas decorations like crazy. I got nothing against Christmas. I just don't like celebrating Christmas in August. So I take in all of the Halloween fun and the spooky season-ness that I can. I'm super excited. And it's actually kind of weird because I'm premiering these episodes from these cemeteries that I visited last fall. So like as fall starts to creep upon us, I've got all these cool fall cemeteries that we're getting to check out. But all that to say, how you guys doing?
I'm super.
I was like,
I'm peachy.
And Bluebird Jesus, by the way, is my new channel. I'm making it tonight.
Yes. It's just nothing but positivity and just like solid personal affirmations.
I need that too, man. I've been really freaking negative recently.
I mean, it's easy when you hang out on the internet as much as we do, getting that feeling of negativity in your soul, it comes natural at that point.
Yeah.
But not with this community, guys. The big reason that I love doing live streams is because we actually get to hang out with you guys, our community, that rally behind all of the projects that we are doing. Not only Crow's videos that he's been putting out a lot more lately, which is pretty awesome, but we also got Cassie and Ron premiering their Waverly Hills episode tomorrow night. Yep. We'll get episode 1 of Waverly Hills from Weeping Willow Paranormal. My first episode of Waverly Hills will come out next week, Wednesday of next week. And don't forget, Doof Paranormal Karen has put out her episode already that goes into a lot of the history of the location and then her experiences there. So we've got a ton of Waverly Hills content coming your way over the next few weeks as we lead into actually October. And then the 3 or 4 of us, the 3 channels, the 4 of us, have been talking about what we want to do with our channels for Halloween, for October, and leading into spooky season proper, because we're jazzed up in the spookiness of it all, and we want to make sure that we are bringing you guys some content that you guys are excited for, because we want you guys to also be in the midst of the spooky seasonness that we are.
Oh, yeah.
So what can we expect from episode 1, Waverly Hills, from Weeping Willow Paranormal, that comes out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central?
Yes. Yeah. So
8 p.m. Central.
8 p.m. Central or 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a longer episode, guys. So make sure you grab your drinks and your snacks and your headphones. This is not like a super, super active episode, like with lots of EVPs and stuff, but still there's a couple cool things happen. It's basically the walkthrough that we did initially when we first got to Waverly. So I left it at a cool part so that way it'll lead into the next part too. I don't know how many I have a lot of video files, so I'm thinking it might be a 3-parter. Depending, I'm thinking that.
I definitely have 3 parts.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, 3 parts.
Woo. Because just as a teaser, like we did our walkthrough, which it turned out to be less than a walkthrough than just like starting the investigation kind of thing. Again, we just launched into it because when you have a location as large as Waverly Hills, we did have from like 7 to 4 a.m., 7 p.m. to 4 a.m., but then we did like an almost 2-hour long kind of like walkthrough with someone from the location. So that ate up some time. And then like sitting down, getting our gear together, that ate up some time. So honestly, we didn't have a ton of time to explore this gigantic location. So we just kind of jumped right into it. And so the first couple hours of it, at least, we were all together and doing our thing. And I think my last episode of Waverly Hills is actually going to be me and Ron going off on our little adventure by ourselves.
Ooh.
Because I wanted to go. I thought I was going to be cool, guys. I did. And said, I'm going to go solo in Waverly Hills. And I told Cassie and Ron this. I told Karen this. I was like, I'm going to go solo. Like when we get a time where I'm like, I'm doing it. And I couldn't do it. I had to take Ron with me. I'm like, Ron's coming. We're going to go and hang out a little bit. So we did probably about 40 minutes where we did a little bit of wandering. That was fun. So I definitely have at least 3 episodes of Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
And that part was really good.
Yeah, so don't give it
really
away.
Good. I'm not giving nothing away, but it was exciting.
So when Jason and Ron were together, Karen and I were together. So like there'll be kind of I had to figure out where it lies in the episodes because I always when I release episodes and create episodes, I always put it in the timeline. So everything is just like I can't really remember if it would be part 2 or part 3. The whole trip is a blur. Everything kind of like clumps together. So like I'm basically
I get that too. Like we were just so go for just days and days and days. Every once in a while I'm like, oh yeah, we did
Plus
do
all
that.
all the booze.
There.
Yeah, and the late night sausage bowls from Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Waffle House definitely saved our bacon.
Literally. Oh yeah. It definitely saved us.
Laws from Oz is in the chat. Says, hey, everyone that said hi. I'm on the down low. She's sneaking in her lunch break right now. Well, I appreciate that. I do know that, like, I've got Laws. I've got Tarnia and, people who, like, kind of pop in from Australia and New Zealand who are like, hey, I'm here, but I'm not here. Don't tell anybody I'm here because of the time difference. But I appreciate you guys sneaking in, being team rewatch later. That is a huge deal. So I'm just going to check out the chat here really good. We got Wreaking Havoc. We got Black Cat Paranormal. We got Dan Tex, as always. Do you even sleep, Dan Tex? I doubt it. Mike B is in the house. Mike hanging out. We've got Foxfire. We've got... Let's see. I know we got more people. Maisie is in the house. I think I said Black Cat Paranormal.
Betty's here.
Yep.
Oh,
Betty's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
She was the first one to comment in the new episode that just dropped. If you didn't see it, I just dropped part 2 of the Bellefontaine Cemetery in St. Louis. And then I think I got maybe one or two more cemeteries before we get into trip cemeteries. I can't remember, but just be on the lookout, guys. We visited Cave Hill It was Cave
That
Hill,
place
right?
was-
Cave
yes.
Hill Cemetery.
Yeah.
And it was massive as well.
Insane.
There's going to be a couple episodes on that.
Insane.
And it's big and it's beautiful. And we were there. We went 2 days because we're just like, we didn't get enough.
It's so big we
so-
lost Karen. That's how big it is.
We lost Karen. Didn't we lose her twice?
We lost her twice.
Yes, we did lost her twice.
Yes.
Once a day, we lost Karen. She just wandered off, chasing squirrels and ducks and geese and stuff. Black Cat Paranormal says, "Hi." Well, that's Betty. The chat moved, but hi to everyone. Betty is wanting to know. She says hi to everybody. Black Cat Paranormal says, "I got a new camera and laptop, just itching to film." Absolutely. When you get new gear, you get that like you just need to, and it doesn't matter what gear. Like for people like Crow, who you make videos at home. You're not out doing paranormal investigation trips like we are. Like when you get that new mic, you're just like, man, I just want to record something. I just want to be up on that mic and just be like, hey guys, does it sound different? Or you get like the new computer or the new software. Like whenever you get a new toy to play with, you just like suddenly as a creative person, you want to create something with that thing. So super excited.
You know what I like about new electronics, man, is this fucking smell. I love that smell, man.
New electronic smell.
I haven't had the joy of new electronic smell in a very long time. Black Cat Paranormal is asking, what's a good mic? It depends on what you're doing, honestly. So tell me in the chat what you want to do with the mic.
Right there.
Yeah, we have the same mic. Me and Cassie do. This is a Yeti, which I've had this thing for years, and I haven't had one problem with this microphone. And if you watch a lot of YouTube and videos and podcasters, this is a mic a lot of people will have. It's about $100, $120.
That's it.
Depending on where you're shopping. You can get it in various colors. Mine's a little outdated. You can get cooler ones, and it actually comes a little smaller. But this thing is a powerhouse. Like it's just awesome. I would always recommend these types of mics to anybody.
I actually have to give mine back to my sister. I borrowed it for a voiceover and I haven't given it back. I mean, they haven't asked for it.
Asked for it back, so nothing gained, nothing ventured. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Yeti. It's the blue. So the company's the blue mics, and it's the Yeti mic. And you can get it in like black and blue. I think I've seen red ones. I have the silver one. You can get it at Walmart. Like Walmart has them, but they're great. They're USB mics, so there's you plug it directly into your computer. There's no like extra dongles and adapters that you need.
Why don't you use
dongles?
Yeah, why don't you use it, Cassie?
Dongles.
I only ever use it.
Why?
I don't know.
Could you not plug it in and have it?
I mean, I could use it that way. I've only ever just used it for voiceovers for episodes.
She could use it that way, you guys. Just
Not that your audio is fine. Like,
okay, yeah. I mean, I can try it. I'm gonna try it on like practice somewhere because I know I'm not like.
It would probably clean up like just right off the top of my head. Like I can hear Ron's seat creak every once in a while. Like it would probably not pick that up. With a directional mic like a Yeti mic would.
Okay.
But your guys' audio is great the way it is. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of idea.
That's exactly why I haven't added an external mic to my camera because I just keep using my camera mic, built-in mic.
Yeah.
So.
I'm always, whenever I have a system or anything that works, I'm very trepidatious about trying a new thing because for some reason with me, no matter what I do, like I got a mixer, that I can like play with and I'll hook it up and never works. Like, so I've tried like 4 different types of mixer systems when I do podcasting, when I do these live streams, it never works for me. Like there's always an issue. There's always a problem. And so I'm just like, no, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to go straight forward. So I've got the Yeti mic. I've got a Bluetooth headphone that I wear so I can hear people a little better. And then I use whatever the computer allows me to use for the audio, and I never have any problems.
Yeah, the mixer always starts once you start adding the mixer. That's what usually I was getting problems too, like the mixer, the settings, and there's always one thing that's not just perfect, and it messes everything up.
Because you're adding another way for something to go wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Like that's what you're doing. Then you're chasing that rabbit. When something goes wrong, you're like, well, I have 7 different things hooked up to this, and I'm not sure which one is causing the problems. It's just a pain in the butt.
Dude, I do want to start. It's kind of funny. I do want to start investigating, but not like maybe next year, possibly. But it's kind of funny. I've got to a point now where I'm like, you know what? I have the little itch now to go somewhere and do something. So maybe next year down the way. I don't really want much equipment, but I don't know. I've been looking at cameras. I'm like, you know what? Maybe for Christmas I'll get a camera. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You don't need much. I mean, look at Jason.
You don't need much.
Got his iPhone and Apple. He does an EMF reader. That's it, right?
I'm more about trying to capture the experience of going into these locations than I am trying to prove whether or not there's an afterlife. I think there's a difference in the motivation of the investigator and what they're doing specifically in terms of like the technology and the equipment they need to take in versus like kind of what I'm doing. Custard the Pipe Cat has joined the chat. Laws drops. Sometimes investigators hear things in the moment that we don't, but sometimes might pick up the tiniest sound like clothing. Exactly. And I think that was a problem in the last team I was on. The first 15 or so episodes, I don't even know how many episodes, we would wear lavalier mics. We would mic ourselves up and stuff. And I can't tell you how many times I was told like, yeah, no, that's a zipper. That's a something on the jacket rubbing against the microphone. So at that point, we just went mics on camera only. Like, let's keep it simple, stupid kind of became the mantra of let's stop putting something into our workflow that could screw something up. And sound is one of those things. And I know it sucks for people who watch videos who are just like, you need to be mic'd up more. Can't hear what you're saying. Blah, blah, blah. I think more problems came from being too mic'd up in some regards, because you would just hear every little thing. If I moved this way and my shirt shuffled against my jacket, or I'm breathing and there's a mic right here, you're going to hear me breathing. If I just whisper even the tiniest word, you're like, wait, what? Did we just hear a voice say like, slow down? Or like, no, that was me saying slow down. I mean, it's really, these videos are really just an attempt to give you guys the experience of going to these locations with us. We are not highly paid, highly advanced, highly equipped paranormal researchers who are, going into these places with a billion cameras, a ton of mics, and the ability to capture every tiny second and movement. We're just trying to bring you that experience of going to these locations in the best way possible.
That's a good way of saying it. I never thought about that way before.
Yeah. And for me, it was a vacation and spending time with friends. That's my experience. Yeah. Sorry. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, but now you're all like gung ho.
I'm still, like Jason says, it's an experience. It's,
Yeah, no, but now you're all like, when's the next one,
Oh yeah. When's the next one?
Let's go have some fun.
Jason? When's the next one?
I appreciate you too, Black Cat Paranormal.
And I want to say hello to Custard. He said hello. And Rick and I think asked about the kids. The kids are good. They're busy. But the kids are good.
Yeah, mine are as well. They're all back into school, back into sports, back into hanging out with their friends. Good times.
Yeah.
We got Joe, Entity 7 Paranormal, hanging out in the chat. Says,
up,
I believe it's
Joe?
important for investigators to be my top. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's
rules
sexual.
out a lot of possibilities.
Crow, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a pain in the ass, but a necessary pain in the ass. I don't know what you mean by to be my top. I'm sure that's a typo. But that's the great thing about
be my type. Maybe you mean type?
Probably, or just he has a higher expectation of investigators. So if he's going to sit down and spend his time watching a video, be it on YouTube, on TV, in a movie, then maybe he expects a higher level of that gear and experience and all of that. That's what he wants to spend his time on. The great thing about what we do, being on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, is if that's your thing, plenty of teams that are doing that. And if you're wanting to watch Jason fumble around in the dark, trying to find ghosts or whatever, filming stuff with his iPhone and some dowsing rods, that is there for you. If you want to watch Cassie and Ron, hang out with their equipment and scream and run away from haunted ponds and some that's there. Like, that's the great thing is I think Joe says mic'd.
Mic'd up instead of mic'd top. Okay.
We all know Joe's a bottom, but what he really likes is the microphones. But I get it. Like, if you're like, well, I would rather the investigators be mic'd up with external microphones, capturing the ambient sounds. Like, that's great. But there were so many times where I was investigating on my old team back in the day where we couldn't get that sound correct, and we'd have whole episodes where you could barely hear me because the mic just wasn't working out, or one of our mics were not that was attached to the camera was just not working, or he was too loud, or like, sound is such a beast. And if you are not great at sound in terms of dialing in mics and dealing with the equipment, you are doing more damage than you are good. It doesn't matter. It's going to sound like garbage. It's going to be the most distracting thing. It doesn't matter if a full-blown apparition walks in front of the camera, gives a little wave, and then wanders on by. If the sound is horrible, people are going to be like, hey man, your video sucked because the sound was garbage and I couldn't stand to listen to it anymore.
Can I throw in here real quick? I've noticed in a few videos recently that, okay, if you don't use a mic, awesome. But just keep in mind, if you set your camera up across the room at the film like a long scene, I've been noticing the volume is then you can't hear anything they're saying. You can see them.
You can next to the camera.
Yeah, you kind of make sure that camera is semi close to you so it can still hear you. But other than that, I mean, a lot of cameras have really good audio anyway. So
yeah,
especially
Laws from Oz says, I thought you were going to say, if you want to watch Cassie and Ron fumble around in the dark. That's a different channel they have, and you have to pay for that.
That's our OnlyFans page that hasn't been disclosed yet. So
he wears the bacon outfit.
Canadian version of OnlyFans. Yeah. It's OnlyFans, eh?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is my bacon tattoo. Everyone,
is it looking better?
Yeah, it looks better. It doesn't look so blobby. My bacon. But then, guys,
then she has.
I got my cheeseburger.
But the crow is eating the cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger.
Crow's about to eat that cheeseburger. He's coming at me, bro.
Oh, that sounded good.
It's actually, the placement looks pretty cool because she's got the tombstone there. And it looks like the crow is going to land on the tombstone and eat the cheeseburger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then the same arm. But then I got my little.
Too many.
I don't even know. But then I have this as
it's
like the other
cutest
one.
Ghost.
I love that one, dude.
Reading the book and sitting in poppies. So
I think that might be my favorite one.
Me too. I think so.
Yeah.
Jason, I thought.
And then I got a star just for the heck of it.
I thought my back tattoo was your favorite.
Of her tattoos, sir. Of hers.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Damn, Ron, stop trying to take Cassie's spotlight.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
He just gets really jealous when I pay attention to anybody else.
I gotta stop.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna go get another beer because mine's.
Don't drink my porter.
Joe says it's a pain in the ass to deal with and edit in regards to sound and lav mics and on-camera mics, and generally when you are dealing with so many different sound inputs coming into your thing, like sounds a whole different beast. I think that's one of the things I learned when I first started getting into video production and editing and all that kind of stuff.
Podcasting too, man.
Yeah, I mean, sound is something you just need to know how to do, and if you don't really know what you're doing with sound, more often than not you could really screw it up. Mm-hmm. And that could really hurt your project no matter what it is. If you I'm not even going to say what podcasts I had. I did multiple podcasts for about 10 years, just multiple ones, because I'm like, man, podcasts would be fun. I think I'd do a podcast. So I started a podcast. I went to the store, got like a $10 headset mic, and got two of them. Me and my friend sat there and we recorded. We thought it was the greatest thing ever. If you listen to the first episodes of my podcast, they're unlistenable. Like, the mic is garbage. It is so bad. And I'm just like, I can't believe I would have these out in the world. Absolutely not. Black Cat Paranormal says, well, I'm sure our stuff will be awful at first. That's not Night Reekin. Custard says Night Reekin. And that is the thing. Like, you as a creative, no matter what you're doing, if you're going to do a podcast, if you're going to make music, if you're going to do videos, if you're going to whatever, if you don't think your first stuff is garbage in a year or whatever, then you're not growing as a creative person in whatever field you're doing. You should look back at the first things you did and be like, that is garbage. I cannot stand it. Because you should be able to look at what you did before and see the growth that you have now. You should be able to look at those first things and be like, I can do that so much better. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why isn't this like that? And if you don't see that, if you look at your first stuff and you're just like, it's brilliant, then you haven't grown at all. And you're kind of fooling yourself because you should have gotten better. You should be able to look back on your stuff and see that you have progressed, not been stagnant. And man, the stuff I look at, like I was going through footage, or I was looking for photos on my computer because I'm trying to work on the new calendar, guys. I'm going through photos, trying to pick out new photos for the new calendar. I stumbled across a teaser trailer that I created for a horror short film that I wanted to make years and years ago. And I loved that trailer. In my mind, I'm like, man, that trailer was so good. I would love to revisit that, and I would actually love to do that short film. I found the trailer. It had been missing forever. It was in a file folder that I didn't know I had, blah, blah, blah. And I found it, and I watched it, and man, it's terrible. I found it, and I was like, I got to put this on the channel. I got to, like, members only or something. I got to put it out there because this is so good. I'm so excited I found it. I watched it, and I was like, no one's ever seeing this because it's garbage. Damn. The camera's shaky. The sound's terrible. The color grading is garbage. And I'm just like, I remembered it being so great. Now I look at it, and instantaneously, every time I'm like, this shot should be better. And I'm picturing the better shot in my head. And it's just like, that is confirmation that I'm doing better in my creative journey. So don't lose hope, Black Cat. You will probably not care for your stuff at first. You will make something. You'll be like, this is great. Look back at it in 6 months. And if you think this is not so great, that's when you know you're doing it right.
Yeah. And Maisie, it's eyes. It's a frog hat.
He's wearing a frog hat. Yep.
She's asking. She's like, is that ears or eyes?
Eyes. Ribbit.
It's one of the kids' hats.
Black Hat says, we are amateur at this, but we will learn. And amateur, I saw something on, I want to say Facebook or something. The definition of amateur means someone who does something for the love of it. Like, because they have a passion for that thing. It does not mean somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So even if you are amateur at something, it means you're doing something you love. Don't let anybody take that away from you.
Cool. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And hello, Karen.
Says, my cemetery road calendar is top heavy now. We are into September. It slips out of my fridge magnet.
Oh, no.
Mine is right here. We only have a few months left of that calendar. I've got 50 different photos to choose from that I've whittled it down for the next calendar. So I'm definitely doing a calendar. I hope to have it figured out and sent off to printers by the end of next month. So that means around mid-November, December, that's when I'll be like, hey guys, who wants a calendar? And I still don't have a great way of figuring out who wants them because I don't have a website where you can just go and purchase one. So I think I'm just going to make like I did last year. I made 50 calendars and I just got them to those who really, really wanted them for $20. And I think I'm just going to do that again. So I will definitely let you guys know when the calendars are ready to be purchased. I'll do it like a calendar live stream kind of thing. So
cool.
It'll be good.
Karen.
Chat.
Karen.
Let me know if you want to hang out, Karen.
She's gotten really good. Her videos are talking about coming a long way, dude. Karen's videos, man. I'm sitting back watching, like, damn, man. Because even her investigating videos, she does stuff that a lot of investigators don't do. She puts a lot of on-screen cues. Like, she put the words up there and point to things. Like, she'll point at the K2 meter and just, I really like that interactive thing she's doing. It's very original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Chris says, it's very easy for someone with an anxiety disorder to doubt everything they do, let alone what they do creatively. But self-critique is different than self-criticism, I think. Absolutely, man. And, I suffer from a bit of anxiety. Like when I was in high school and you had to do like you got to present something in front of the class. Yeah, I'd be sick that day. I would give me the F.
Hell yeah.
Me too. I was the same.
I had to change that. When I decided what I wanted to do was create something and present it to multiple people, not just like create something, show it to me and a couple of friends, and that's the end of it. I had to get over that fear, but it's always there, and I know it's there. I put out stuff on the internet, and I know the judgment's going to come. I know when I put out a video and I'm like, man, I really enjoyed this video. I'm excited for people to see it. Oh, someone put a thumbs down. And that one thumbs down, you could get 4,000 thumbs up. You get that one thumbs down. You're like, why didn't this person like it? Why is this garbage? You're like, come on, stop thinking that way. Like, you can't please everybody. Don't please everybody. Be excited about, even if it's one person who gave it the thumbs up or one person who's like, I loved that thing. It was worth your time and effort. But it's hard. That is a hard thing to do when you create something and put it out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Black Hat says, Jason, I sing and play guitar. Nope. Hats off to you. I will put some videos out into the world, but like for me, singing and playing music and being that part of creativity that I don't understand. I don't understand how music works in the human brain, how you can create something like that. I would never sing in front of people. Karaoke is a nightmare for me.
I love karaoke.
No.
Oh, come on.
I'm shy with karaoke. You won't see me.
Beers in yet? Oh man, karaoke.
I won't do karaoke. I won't do it unless I'm freaking totally wasted on karaoke. I'd rather sing in front of a coliseum versus a small bar or a small setting. That's like my absolute worst nightmare.
Oh. I did karaoke at my sister's work, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was fun.
And
everybody was cheering me, which was actually quite surprising because I thought I sounded terrible. But it was like, oh, you're the best. You're the best. You were awesome.
Music I don't know. Music is my love language. I could talk about music all day. About music.
Ooh, love language.
Cassie can sing
more about that love language.
Cassie can sing.
So
I didn't know you could sing.
She can.
Oh, she can. Oh yeah.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. You're just saying that.
No, I'm not.
Look, she's getting all blushied. Oh yeah. This is the first time she hasn't wanted to punch you in the face the whole time.
I know, right?
Usually she's doing this. Stop it. Stop it. Now you're like, you have a beautiful voice. She's like, well.
No, but seriously, I don't know.
Stop. Tell me more.
I sang in a singing competition when I was 10. That was fun.
You sang in the church. You sang in I
sing in the car.
Karaoke.
She's good.
I don't do karaoke.
I don't know why, because
what?
I don't know why you don't do karaoke.
Probably like Crow.
What?
It's like worst nightmare. I'd rather be on stage in front of more people than sing karaoke.
I don't know, guys. I love karaoke. It's just that going up in a bar, the words are there.
I can see that.
It's just a fun night out. Doesn't matter who's there. You just have fun.
Well,
that's what it's all about. Just having fun, guys.
Well, I was at work, and I work with a group of my work at, and the music therapy guy was in, and I was singing along with the clients, and he stopped singing for the client. Well, one of the clients sing because she's like an encyclopedia of music. But I kept like singing, and I stopped, and he's like, "Keep singing." So then he made me sing the Cranberry song because I was like, "Oh, do you know the Cranberry song?" You know, like
which one, Zombie?
Yeah, Zombie. And then he's like, "Oh, you have to sing it." So he made me sing it in front of people. But that was really weird. But
the kids love that song.
I know the kids love that song. But anyways, but that's all. That's all I gotta say.
You have a video of us all in the van singing.
I know.
Here we go. Well, it says, I did karaoke once. 3 sheets to the wind. The Spice Girls stop right there.
My youngest sister did that as like a school talent show, but like a lip singing dance thing back in the day.
I did. I lip sunk to Zombie when I was in high school, like a freshman in high school at a church thing.
Oh, really?
It was terrible. I hated it.
It was terrible.
What else, guys? As I have mentioned, you guys, our community, super important to us. So if you want to ask questions, comments, all that kind of stuff, let us know in the chat. I'm watching it. We will answer your questions. And we're going to have some fun, guys. What would you like to see for spooky season? What would you like to see? Because we're probably good for content until the rest of the year because of our trip, because that kind of stuff. But as we move into 2024, what kind of content would you like to see? I'm doing my next calendar, so that is something to look forward to. So keep that in mind in the next next month or so, if you want to get a calendar. But we have the ability to create merch for you guys. Is there any kind of merch that you would like to see? We can put out a design for a T-shirt that you all can get. That's awesome.
I can make bacon socks.
Heck yeah. Let's do some bacon stuffs.
Yeah, what the heck?
You need to make like you need to I don't even know how this is possible, but like those like compression sleeves that you can buy.
Yeah.
You need to get like one that's all your tattoos. You're like, you want a Weeping Willow the tattoo compression sleeve? So they could dress up like Cassie for Halloween.
No one would want that.
Just get some tattoo sleeves and be like, I'm Weeping Willow. Like, what kind of stuff would you guys like? Because I know things slowed down, especially for Cemetery Road. Things slowed down a bit in terms of like live streams and merch that I've been providing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to like ramp it back up as I get my schedule under control.
Might be says he wants mayonnaise.
Socks.
Yeah.
That's a recommendation for Crow, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about Miracle Whip? Come on.
Nope.
Miracle
Denied.
Yeah, I do need to do some Cemetery Road magnets, definitely. I'd like to do like the logo magnet, because I did a logo magnet for a bit, which I have one. It's on my refrigerator. But I'd like to get like some of my photos turned into magnets. So you could have like a tombstone magnet and that kind of stuff. Blackhead says, come to Oregon. I have no way to get to Oregon in the near future. Sorry. I would love to. Absolutely love to. Laurel in Seattle says stocking cap. Yep. I definitely have a lack of Cemetery Road hats.
Stocking cap?
What's a stocking cap?
Like a toque. Yeah.
Toque. Okay, I'm like, as for the Canadians, would that be a toque?
Canadians out there.
For you Canadians, it'd be a toque, eh?
Okay. Like the stocking cap, I think of like going to sleep back in the old days.
No, I can see that.
Like what Ebenezer Scrooge wore when he went to bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I pictured.
Absolutely. Little known fact, guys, one of my absolute favorite things when it comes to Christmas time, and we'll talk about this as Christmas time comes up, is Ebenezer Scrooge, the whole Christmas Carol stuff.
Christmas Carol.
I watch Muppet's Christmas Carol at least 3-4 times during December. Me and the kids.
Yeah.
We watch that like crazy. I have seen so many versions of that story, and I've read it. I have like 3 different like bound versions of it. It's one of my favorites, and it's great.
What did you think of Jim Carrey's version?
It's pretty good, but the unfortunate part it was Bob Zemeckis, who was the director, the creative mind behind that one. He was so obsessed with the whole like CGI creation of those worlds. So like, what is it? The Polar Express, and then Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. It was created in a sliver of time where they were trying to make very human, realistic CGI characters. And it's called the Uncanny Valley because something's off. Like you don't know what it is, but you look at them and you're just like, there's something dead in those eyes. Like there's just this dead-eyed CGI presence in those movies. And while it works and they did a good job, it just fell in that time where you watch it and you're just like, it's just there's something off about it. It just doesn't feel like it hit the mark 90%. Like it's so close. But they were on the verge of really perfecting a CGI workflow and making it super like just awesome. It was in that building phase. So while it works great and Jim Carrey did a fantastic job, it's just kind of hard to watch because it feels aged. Also, it feels aged because of the technology just was almost there, but not quite there. And we've seen so much better. But Muppet Christmas Carol is the legit best Christmas Carol version of that story ever created.
Yeah. I have to agree on that one. Yeah.
Jason, did you see Chris McGill's comment about his cat?
Yes, here we go. A little girl, my cat, Pippin, passed away almost 4 weeks ago. Oh, that Pippin's a great name. She was diagnosed with cancer in early June. Shout out for absolutely. Kitty's is life, bro. So that sucks. And
sorry
Pippin
to hear that,
is a fantastic name, Chris.
That stinks.
And I'm sure you gave Pippin an amazing life while they were with you. So, you know what? I hope at some point you feel confident enough and ready to give another little kitty an awesome home. Because if you're gonna say my little girl to it's a cat, and you're just like obviously there was a crap ton of love for that little soul, and so like you got more love in you, bro. And there's so many little fur babies out there that need all that kinds of loves. My oldest son, he's got an apartment of his own, lives with his girlfriend. He took our cat. Like when he moved out, he took our cat. He's like, "That's my cat." He just got him a new cat. Little baby boy kitten cat. Oh my gosh, this thing's ridiculously cute. So there's spread the love around, sir. Sorry for your loss, man. It does suck. I had 2 cats for almost 20 years. I think there was 17 and 18 and a half. Like I had them for flipping ever. And they passed away old age. I think, well, one got sick, but she was 17 years old. It had been a while. The other one died of old age. Like it's hard. But I'm glad we could give you a little bit of just distraction from it all. My mouse died again. I can't scroll down. Hold on.
Night, Betty.
Perfect time for the battery in this mouse to just poop out. Hoodies. Yeah, I could probably do some hoodies in terms of merch, because really we just come up with a design and we can put it on almost anything, but definitely a hoodie would be cool. I did see a Maisie says, I was a performer for an international festival and I sang in front of 5,000 in Italy.
Oh, wow.
She almost pooped herself because it was unaccompanied. As soon as I started, they went silent. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Stomach drop in hell no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bravery beyond. Like, I would rather go into a haunted house by myself. Hell no.
Same.
Black Cat Paranormal says they've seen Lindsay Sterling twice now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I would love to go see Lindsay Sterling. She's a
cool.
violinist, does ridiculous
she's super hot.
And she is easy on the eyes. Betty, again, good night, Betty. Thanks for hanging out with us. Law says, my little dog, Gas. Did you name your dog Gas, or was that a typo? Has. I think it's Has. My little dog Has. Hopefully you didn't name your dog Gas. And why? Why would you name that dog Gas?
Yeah.
Maybe you should change his diet. Probably only a couple of good years in him. That's why I love him to bits. Yeah. We just gotta love him as much as we have him. That's the sucky part. Chris says, I'm crying now. Don't cry, bro. You're good. Her and I were inseparable. It was her and I against the world. She was over 12. Woo. It's a good run. Thanks for the words, man. No problem, man. You got this. You got it. Laws from Oz wants Maisie to say, Maisie, what did you sing? And also, he does have gas.
I mean, dogs.
What dog doesn't have gas?
Oh my gosh, our dogs would kill
I had a
us.
friend, right, back in high school. We would hang out on the weekends. I would spend the night at his house. We'd get chicken wings and pizza. We'd order from this place that had the best pizza and chicken wings. Awesome. And his dog always wanted some. So we would throw him chunks of pizza or take some chicken off the chicken wing, throw it to him. But it was buffalo sauce and stuff. That dog would stink us out of the house. Not the room, the house.
Yeah.
Because he would be laying on the floor in the morning and you would just hear him go, and all of a sudden, oh, my eyes are burning. What happened? That dog would just let it all go, man. He was amazing. He's a big old dog. And when you would order this pizza, it would come with pizza and chicken wings and garlic bread and celery. And if you tried to give him the celery, he would just be like,
look at you with insult. Yeah.
He'd be like, what? Do you not see the chicken wings sitting there? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Screw you guys. He's a good dog.
See you, Tony. Or Antoine.
Bye, Tony.
Is it Anton or Antion? How do you say it?
Antoine.
Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so gotcha.
There you go. Do you have any new episodes coming up there, Crow? I know you were having some computer issues. We were talking about technology frustrations earlier.
Yeah, I'm officially editing mine now. I had some kind of some kind of codec problem, which are always really fun, you know. And that was 2 days. My wife will never get back in this hour. I was up literally all night. I mean, it's been a freaking nightmare, but I'm actually able to edit it now. And we're talking about episodes, man. I'm telling you what, like, it's just so funny because I had the other day somebody said, "You're still editing?" I'm like, it's not even about editing. It's like hours, and I mean, it's hard to explain how much time and work goes into something because sometimes you're just.
I'm literally doing tech support.
Yeah, so even when you're not doing tech support, it's just getting things. I mean, just to set up a video where the audio is right and the mask and the coloring, everything is set perfect, and then not just that, the research, and it's just so. I can say for 5 hours just on crap that's not even related to the freaking video. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much. It's round the clock work just to kind of do basic stuff. It seems like. But anyway, yeah, mine will come out this Friday, or hopefully Friday or Saturday night, and
awesome.
Like I said, I was trying to deal with like getting photos off a computer, and the whole time I'm just sitting there going like, I'm not getting time back. Like I'm sitting here doing the most monotonous, simple thing, and all I'm seeing is my time flit away.
Yep.
And I'm getting so frustrated because that's the one thing we can't get back is that time. So frustrating.
Tell you what, man, it's really hard, man, and you know, so many videos I want to do, but it just seems like it's taking longer to do each video. I want to have a faster turnaround rate where I'm popping them out. It just seems like every video is always a thing. There's always something huge.
That's why,
you know.
And I've said this before, like this is why I shoot and edit and produce my stuff off my phone. I needed to make my workflow as simplistic as possible to keep it regular. Because if I made it any more complicated, I would either be like, I would always give you the excuse that I didn't have time, or I would always give you the excuse like, well, the computer, like it doesn't work right, it's slow, it's whatever,
or gets fried. So like
I had to, or just the computer just dies, kind of thing. I really had to stupid it down in terms of technology and workflow, so that I could produce in the time frame I wanted. Is it the most high quality thing in the world? No. Is the audio the greatest thing in the world? No. But what you can get is at least an experience that I intend to bring to you as quickly and easily as I can, without being like, guys, I just don't have the time to produce a ridiculous, crazy production type.
But you have fooled me many times. I've been like, Jason, hold on. This must be your new camera you're using, right? And it's like, no, this is still my phone. I'm like, no way, because it looks really good. The iPhones have great cameras.
Unless it's up in the air, which is a drone. It's all just the phone.
It looks great, man.
I am not upgrading my phone this year, so I didn't even bother to watch the Apple presentation of the new iPhone because I'm like, nope, I'm sticking with this bad boy.
Hey, if it's working, you know, like why change? And I think it sounds great.
Yep. Chris asks, is anyone a fan of Mackie and Amanda on YouTube? They've done some hotel investigations in SoCal. I think you should consider for next year. I've never heard of them, but I also don't watch or pay attention to a lot of other paranormal investigators because I don't have a lot of time to watch stuff and ingest entertainment and YouTube stuff these days. So I haven't heard of them, but if any of you in the chat have heard of them, let us know if it's worth our time to go check them out. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have no.
Yeah. Well, real quick though, I was talking to Jason was asking me recently about the whole trivia thing. I think
the mole on my back, is that what you're talking about? Because
the hair, the one with the hair, the 2 black hairs coming out of it. But I was just saying,
antenna.
I think it'd be cool. I like Jason had an idea of like doing lives on everybody's channels, which I think is a great idea. Like as we get close to Halloween, we can do. Like I said, I want to have Jason on for like one of my trivia nights and have him be the guest host. I know he loves being the hostess with the mostest. And then we could do one on Jason's thing. We could do one on Cassie's thing. I think it'd be really fun to do. I love trivia. And when you host trivia, you really can't play. So I'd love to actually play and compete because I love competing. So
yeah, you don't get to play. That's true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely hosting. I would love to.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we saw the obvious problem with when you're doing a live thing, and like you say, hey, whoever puts the answer in chat first is the winner.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that would be the surefire thing, but it still doesn't matter. It's still not fair because of the lag, but it's all we got at this moment. So
yeah, I think we're, as long as we're just having fun,
right,
it's fine.
And I know it's aggravating because the whole point of playing is to be competitive and win, but there really is no way around it on the live stream.
The whole point of playing is to have fun, Crow.
That's what I'm saying. But we have a lot of people that got butt hurt, man. A lot of butt hurt people.
The butt hurt.
Telling you, man.
Stay home.
But I understand. Like,
says, sorry, power went out. I only did one song that night, and it was the main night, and all acts were there. I sang Caledonia by Dougie McLean, but changed to a female point of view. So that's what she sang. Yeah, no, like I get with trivia, like people are just like, man, I had because they want you to know they knew that thing.
Yeah. And they might have been first, but it all depends on what pops up on my screen first. And sometimes you're like 10 minutes late. I'm like, hold on, you gotta refresh your screen or come back in to make sure you're like watching it in real time. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think if we have all of our friends on at the same time, it'd be fun.
Because in my mind, I was like, well, what if we had buzzers? What if everybody had a buzzer, like a taboo buzzer? Me. But then I wouldn't know because I wouldn't know where that sound's coming from. Whether it's from Cassie and Ron or Crow or Allie or Doof or whatever. So we would need like a visible sign, like you would have to raise your hand, or if like there's a light you could turn on, like kind of thing. We'd have to figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. It's not gonna be perfect, obviously, because again, you said like lag and all that kind of stuff. But I think one thing we can agree on, I think it will be a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. And I want to win. And if Jason's hosting, I might be able to.
You guys. Yeah, I'll be hosting, so I can't answer.
So I think we can get Joe and either the whole crew, Allie, Karen, everybody involved.
Yeah,
we can have it out.
And by then, my schedule will be a lot more normal, like a normal person. So
manageable, yeah.
Manageable. So I don't have to like get up extremely early in the morning. So I'll be good.
Sweet.
I will. So we'll have to do it on my days off.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that maybe we can bring some fun to people's midweek. I know a lot of people are like, well, I got to go to bed. I got to work. Tomorrow's my day off. I don't have to. So I'm going to keep this going. But if any of you need to go to sleep, don't worry. Just let me know. You got to wake up in a few hours.
Oh, well, I have to be up at 6 in the morning. So.
And it's 11:17.
Yes.
Sorry.
So I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Okay.
Don't feel bad if you need to boogie out. So. But yeah, I like being able to kind of give you guys like this like midweek hangout. Because my weekends they suck for doing live streams. I could probably do like a mid-afternoon live stream on some weekends, but I know that's rough for some people. And Friday nights are just not good for me unless it's early.
Right.
And then Ron has decided at some point in his life he doesn't sleep anymore.
No, I don't. No.
It doesn't matter for Ron. He just runs a crane, Who cares?
It's just giant, heavy, dangerous construction equipment. Who needs to sleep?
No, the guys on site know they got to stay out of the way. It's all good.
Ron.
True. I do want to say, because it just occurred to me as we're talking about like trips and stuff that we're putting out all this footage from our big trip with me and Weeping Willow and Doof Paranormal, which was an absolute blast. I'm going on a trip next week, like a 2-day super fast trip. I'm going to meet up with some friends at an undisclosed location because I figure I can film some stuff that would be fun for this channel. So I'm going to make like a video for it, but I'm going to keep it on down low right now. But I am going to try and do, I'm going to hit some cemetery. I'm not going to try. I'm going to hit some cemeteries as I am on the road. And if anybody wants to support that endeavor, you can be a member of this channel. I usually don't pimp out my channel, but I figure if you want to be a member, you can be a member. If you want to buy the merch and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to be that channel who's like, hey guys, give me money. But I do want to let you guys know, because I do have members and I feel like I haven't been providing you guys with enough content. I'm going to be shooting some membership stuff here on this little trip that I'm going on. It's only a few days, but I'm going to give you some cool stuff, I think. I hope you think it's cool. I think it's cool. But if you want some member stuff, like I have some member stuff coming up. So you have the channel memberships and all that kind of stuff. And Cassie and Ron over there at Weeping Willow Paranormal finally hit all their check marks so they can get some membership stuff going on.
Yeah. I've been posting pictures. So on future investigations, I can actually plan like little member clips. So that is my goal. So we did investigate one location after our Kentucky trip in July. Went to like a house that was a museum, so similar to Condo and Mansion. I still have to go.
Who's a member?
Woohoo! But yeah, no, I have to still go over that footage. But right now I'm going through Waverly and Bobby Mackey's. So, and then hopefully I want to get some more local locations for us, like in Ontario. That's kind of my goal. Making some networking, kind of meeting people and that type of thing. So,
yeah, and I want to do another members only live stream here in the next month or so. In October, spooky season members only live stream. That will be awesome. But for those who are members who are supporting financially this channel or Cassie's channel, hopefully Crow's channel eventually. He's trying, guys.
I do have a Patreon.
He's getting
there.
There
you go. You got Patreon. So like support Crow with his Patreon stuff. I've never dealt with Patreon stuff.
I actually like Patreon because you have your own little page. They'll just like talk to the people, and it's just I really like Patreon. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah,
you have your little relationship with your people.
Someday. I never wanted my channel to be like focused on making money and stuff like that, but I do recognize the fact that like to do what we do, it's expensive and difficult financially sometimes. So every little bit helps. I don't make much off of memberships in terms of like money in my pocket, but all of it's going towards trips, the investigations, paying off all the stuff I put on my credit card on our trip, which is a lot.
But just the software we use, it adds up.
Well, like honestly, the music you guys like in my cemetery videos, I have to purchase all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I have a subscription.
How much?
Epidemic Sound? Are you Epidemic Sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I pay. A monthly fee for that.
What's that worth?
Like $15.
Oh.
Yeah, it's $15, but it's like $15 every month I have to pay.
Every month.
Gas to get the locations.
It's worth it though.
You know, Cassie had to buy a computer to keep her crap going.
My friggin' laptop.
Yeah, I don't even want to. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
I don't even think I've paid that kind of money for anything for me.
Yeah. You're a smoker, so shush up.
What?
A toolbox in our garage, a smoker.
Whoa.
No.
This just turned into a whole other.
This is my. You want to argue? You want to have a marital spat on a live stream? You wait for your own live stream.
And the smoker was not know what your computer cost.
But put them together, the cost.
No.
Anyways,
says, remember to put membership links in your channel info. It should be in there. Yeah, Mike-O's got it. Linktree, Cemetery Road, and if you go to the channels, you can find the membership links and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted you guys to know that, like, all of you guys who are members that are in the chat, who support this channel all the time, who support Cassie's channel and Crow's channel, like, we do not take your guys' like support of what we do lightly. We definitely are doing everything we can to bring you the stuff that we feel is worth your time and effort, and I hope we are bringing that to you guys because you guys are awesome, and really it makes this endeavor, all of these endeavors, the trips, the hours sitting in the dark, the pain of replacing equipment, the just frustrating times when that equipment is not working, be it computers or ghost hunting equipment or whatever, it makes it worth it. There's no way I would sit here and try and sit in front of this computer. You can't see it, but the secondary computer that's sitting right here that is giving me so many problems, because that's where my photos are, trying to find photos for a calendar for you guys. I would not spend 4 hours of my day off trying to get this thing to work if it wasn't for the fact that I really want to bring you guys another calendar, because you guys seem to really enjoy the last one. So just wanted to put that out there for you guys. We appreciate you. And also, like, we have hung out and can hang out by ourselves without putting it on the internet. But we want to hang out with you guys. We want to be around you guys. So your support in terms of showing up for our premieres, watching our videos, commenting on our videos is huge. And when we do these live streams, you guys hanging out with us for however long, because sometimes these live streams go for like 4 hours. The fact that you guys will do that and interact with us, and not just interact with us, but interact with each other offline, like apart from this stuff, it's huge. When I say this community really makes a difference in our lives, I am not kidding. It doesn't matter how much you think you're not supporting, like, you being here is a big deal.
Yeah.
Custard Pipe Cat, member for 18 months. Throwing down the foods and the beers and the kitties and the Vulcan sign, because I've been watching so much Star Trek. And when I say so much, like I've watched like 3 episodes in 3 weeks. But I don't have a whole lot of time to watch stuff, and Star Trek has been my go-to. I'm a Trekkie, not a Warsy. I don't know. What are Star Wars folks? They don't even have their own title. It's like people who watch Star Wars. I'm a Trekkie, baby.
Chrono?
I'm a Trekkie myself. I'm more of I like Star Wars. I think it's cool as hell. I just,
Oh yeah, no, I have several lightsabers right here. See those white things just standing? Those are lightsabers. I like Star Wars. I have zero problems with Star Wars. Yeah. But if I have to choose, Federation all the way,
Star
baby.
Trek.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. No, I have to agree with that as well.
I mean, I grew up
I'm
on
gonna have
Star
to go
Trek. I remember like watching it.
Oh,
so.
I'm a Trekkie right here.
Oh, he's got the pin, the tricorder.
I've got several pins. I've got several pins. This is from Discovery. It's a multi-layered one. I really enjoy this one.
Can I say?
Cool.
I think the hype around Star Wars kind of turned me off. The hype and the obsession
around Star Wars turned me off.
There you go. Thank you. That's all I was saying. It's just over. It's just too much, dude. Like, I'm sorry. It kind of drew me away a little bit.
You know what? I think what ruined Star Wars maybe is Disney.
Ooh.
I disagree with that. I think Disney is doing some good stuff with Star Wars. The problem with Star Wars is that you had 20 plus years. I don't know how many years it was from the end of the original trilogy to when they started making movies again. 20, 30 years, whatever. You had a generation and a half of kids with Star Wars toys making their own stories, being like, okay, well, then what happened after? Well, Luke and Han, they got in this, and I'm going to play with my toys. I'm going to create my own idea of what Star Trek or Star Wars is. They started coming out with books. The books really kind of like captured people's imaginations. People were like, oh, cool. The story continues. I really like this stuff. And then Lucasfilm, not Disney, but Lucasfilm's like, let's tell some more stories.
Right.
And it wasn't what these people created in their mind with their toys and their imaginations. And they got angry. Because they were so personally connected to this franchise, they got angry that the story wasn't the one they wanted. And you had 100,000 people being like, this isn't what I wanted. And they got mad, and it keeps continuing. So every time somebody makes a legit Star Wars entry into this universe, you have a bunch of people who are like, but this isn't what I wanted. This isn't the story I told myself in that break as the, whatever. And now I'm angry. And it just created like this angry fan base that's just, it's so solitary and just exclusionary and angry. Like it turns people off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to go to bed.
You're going to bed?
I'm tired. I have to wake up at 7 in the morning.
I got to get up early too. I'm still like,
no, you
wide awake.
Don't let him judge you, Cassie. You go to bed. I absolutely understand this is Wednesday night.
I know. No, I really want to hang out. I wish I could hang longer. I need to be responsible.
No, you do.
I need to be responsible and go to work. I only have 3 more days left of work where I work. So.
And then she's going to let it all loose.
Plenty of time to hang out.
She's going to let it all loose. And it gets wild. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, wild as in she goes and sleeps on that couch. Instead of in bed, she just slides over to that couch and passes out. It's fine.
Well, anyways, guys, see y'all on the flip side. See you tomorrow, hopefully in my chat.
Bye.
For Waverly Hills. So,
heck yes.
Cassie.
Okay, good night.
Love you.
Don't stay up too late.
What? No.
I'm kidding.
Me? No. What? No.
Laws says Jason is showing us his lightsabers. You want to see my lightsabers, Laws? I'll show them to you. Ooh. This isn't that channel, guys. We got to monetize that crap.
No.
Here we go. I got 4 lightsabers. I have 4 lightsabers, guys.
Wow.
We will start with numero uno. This is the first one I got. This is I got this. It's a birthday present from a friend. This is Darth Vader's official lightsaber. It should work. It's been a while since I've turned these things on. But it's lights and sound. The red lightsaber.
That's cool.
Awesome. This one would be my second one.
My iPad to charge.
Oh.
Okay.
It's yellow. It's pretty blingy, but no sound. But it's yellow. It looks kind of orange in this light, but it's pretty awesome. And then we have, let's see. I don't remember which color is which. This is a blue one. It's just like straight up silver, but it's blue.
That's
my favorite color. Love the blue. And then little shorty here. It's another just plain silver one. Green.
Ooh. Ooh, green.
So those are my lightsabers, Boss.
Look how I worked the lightsabers.
That's right.
He probably like he's in that room there, you know.
If you want to get real fun, if you like the Highlander franchise.
Oh.
No.
I have a very sharp katana.
Holy jeez, look at that. Ooh.
Dang, man. Lucky.
I'm not allowed to have any sharp knives, sharp blades.
And then I have the Sword of Power if I want to turn into He-Man. But this thing's fun. Like I could beat the hell out of somebody with this.
Holy jeez. That's hilarious. That's awesome.
So there you go.
Hey, Laws asked a question. Oh, George Lucas ruined Star Wars with Episode 1 through 3. He went too far. The most recent Star Wars film. They were just kind of all the awful, the original trilogy. I'm sorry,
I disagree. I enjoyed all of them.
1 through 3. I loved 1 through 3. I think it definitely it added to the whole, like the whole Star Wars, like explaining where, you know, Anakin and how that all came about, like going from 1 through 3. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong in thinking that.
Here's the thing: like, it doesn't matter. Like, I could like it, you could like it, somebody else could not like it. The problem is when somebody else doesn't like it, they get very angry that you like it. Very angry, and that's where the like fandom gets toxic. And I can't stand toxic fandoms. I hate them.
I mean, the only thing I didn't like is when Anakin, like, when he really showed his dark side
and killed children.
Yes, I did not. That part was like, I can't believe they went there.
Listen, there's a lot in the Star Wars world that I'm just like, I'm not down with that. But I'm not going to sit there and like be militant about it.
But other than that, I feel the whole storyline was good. Kind of explained a lot.
Allie pops in. What's happening?
Hey, Allie.
Maisie says he's unsheathing his sabers.
Hey, Loss asked a question about what's a movie you've seen that's completely underrated in your opinion.
My mouse keeps dying.
Oh shit! I'll say one off the top of my head. Even though I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, I actually thought the remake was actually pretty good.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I mean, I rewatched it recently with my surround sounds on. I was like, you know what? They had a pretty the sounds, his voice come in. Sometimes I was like, damn, that was pretty creepy. So not as bad as everybody says it is. There you go.
I'm gonna go with The Little Mermaid, the remake.
I haven't watched it.
The new one. The new one that came out. I'm like
Maisie
parts
Rose.
of it were interesting, but
my top 5.
Oh.
I'm going to change the batteries in this, so I will be right back. Crow, you have the comment.
Crow has the comment. Crow, you are in charge.
If my cat would stop attacking me. But let's see. Dantex, I couldn't get in the new ones. I did watch when Han's Solo died, right? And I don't think Joe is being like, I think I just, a lot of people do for some reason. I can get it, like the new stuff. They're expecting something, and then it comes out. It's just not what they were kind of expecting. Yeah.
I can get that.
Jason, do you have Thor's hammer?
Ooh. Well, that would be interesting if he has Thor's hammer.
Joe says Jar Jar Binks. That is all. Huh?
What? I'm not sure. Oh, I love Jar Jar. Come on.
What's Jar Jar?
Jar Jar. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Yusa. Remember?
I don't remember that. I'm not sure.
Nass, don't remember Boss Nass? The guy's like, Misa think.
Oh, okay.
That guy.
Yeah. I got you now.
That whole those alien race or whatever. I love Jar Jar. I had a Jar Jar Binks puppet, man.
Who else is Tarney's in the house. Tarney, sorry.
Whoa.
Let's see. I couldn't. Okay, I already read that one. Yes, Joe was saying I wasn't expecting the newer ones to capture that magic. I was just disappointed. Some bad decisions I see. I really like, guys, the new Star Trek movies. Like the what was it called when there's like 2 or 3 different ones they came out with. I love those Star Trek movies, man. They are like up to date looking, and I mean, if you didn't know, honestly, they look so up to date and cool. You wouldn't even know they were Star Trek by watching them. They just look cool. Yeah, like the one guy played Captain Picard. It was like all new school looking, up to date. I really like those movies. I enjoyed them.
I don't know. I love the new Picard series though. I don't know if you watched that yet, Crow.
I have not yet, man. I'm going to though. I will definitely watch that.
So good, very well done.
I'm a whore for Picard.
3 seasons now, or there was 3 seasons, and just how they portrayed that whole. Oh, I don't want to give nothing away. I myself personally really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. It just brought me back. What it did is it brought me back to the next generation era, and just how all those characters came back. It just boggles my mind because watching Star Trek The Next Generation when I was 8 years old, and then seeing Picard and Riker and all these Geordie LaForge and just all these characters, 30 years later, it's like, wow, how time flies, but it brings back great memories and just it's unbelievable. I love seeing that.
By the way, they love your impression, Ron.
What? My impression? What impression?
Of
Oh, Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
I love Jar Jar Binks. When I watched the first Star Wars,
that's when you don't watch a lot of Star Wars. Is when he's like, I don't know who Jar Jar Binks is.
Yeah.
Who? What?
I'm hearing a huge echo.
It's not me.
No.
Not me.
Does anybody have a speaker playing?
Or... Ron.
Well, I got the speakers in my room, but am I echoing?
Does anything change in the last few minutes?
No.
So Ron is not echoing. Not echoing. Coming from Ron.
What?
Let me
Mike is picking up what your speakers are putting down. Ron.
Well, but we literally went through a whole hour of
Yeah.
So I don't understand what would have changed.
When you change your batteries, Jason, did anything change? Check.
Am I echoing?
I don't hear echo from you. From me, I do.
No, well, I'm not echoing?
No.
Okay.
Just me. Maybe I should exit out of here and come back in.
Is Jason echoing?
Mic was off. I muted my mic. That's why you couldn't hear me.
Check. Okay, it's gone.
Check.
Sweet.
Check.
Are we
It's all
good?
gone now. Yep.
I think it's Cassie and Ron. Every once in a while, their microphone will start picking up their speaker.
Oh, are you saying I have to leave? Are you telling me to leave? Jason?
No, I'm saying
No,
like
you're good.
95% of the time, you guys are totally fine. But because you are listening through a speaker and not like headphones or something, your mic will sometimes it'll start adjusting itself and start hearing what the mics or what the speakers are putting out, and it'll start that echo problem.
Oh.
Hey guys, real quick. Did y'all see that Mexico had their own like congressional hearing on UFOs and they brung out some alien bodies?
No.
Did y'all see that? Yeah, so
no.
They brought out some alien bodies are found and they're supposedly 1,000 years old. And when you first see them, you're probably gonna laugh because they got a lot of they've been sitting there for a long time. They have a bunch of algae crust built up on them, so they look kind of like very blocky looking. And at first, a lot of scientists didn't take it seriously, this and that. But the Mexican government has put a lot of money, spent a shitload of money on getting all the top. And I've actually looked up a few of the medical labs that were using this, and there's some big time labs on this that were showing that they check DNA from multiple areas. It all matches up. I'm telling you, it's fucking nuts. And yes, you're going to see them. You're like, oh, it's fake. As soon as you see them, you're going to think it's fake. But they got all these fucking like MRIs and stuff done. The MRIs and stuff show that it's got a full, like everything's in there. And there's even eggs in the stomach. There's even eggs. They did like an MRI super scopy thing and showed like, and there's actual like a what do you call it, a egg at one time that was growing inside the stomach. But it's gotten pretty. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's real. But the Mexican government, you can't say, oh, just because it's Mexico. They have a lot of research put into this, and they're saying these are the real deal. So I'm curious what's going to happen with this.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a news report, and it's two tiny bodies displayed in cases. I think we got to echo again.
I'm not saying anything.
There's actually like 12 bodies. There's actually 12 total, I think. Some of them are like bending over in different ways, but they have this. They've been sitting there for a very long time, and it's like I think. Oh, guess where they found them? We're at the Nazca Peru lines. Those big huge birds in the desert, or whatever. They found them there, but they have algae stuff all over them, and they can't really get it off without affecting the bodies because it's really hard. So they kind of look very like blocky or whatever.
Fake as hell. Yeah.
Right. Now the X-rays and stuff, the MRIs, you look at that. Oh, and what's crazy? They have 3 fingers, and all of the ancient drawings we have on caves and throughout history, they have 3 fingers. So it's pretty weird.
Similar such finds in the past have turned out to be the remains of mummified children.
I'm waiting for
NASA is supposed to weigh in on this on Thursday.
That's what I'm waiting for. Our people to get involved and see what they say. So I'm not going to jump the gun yet, but I will say Mexico did spend a lot of money on it so far.
But Crow, why
money on like stopping drug cartels?
like why do you think all of a sudden, why does Mexico have such a huge interest in UFOs and aliens? Like where does this all come about?
Well, Mexico's always
is doing it too.
And Mexico's always been a huge hotspot for UFOs and stuff. They said that they were aggravated because they thought America was going to come out with more stuff than they did. And they just want to get it out on the table and be like, hey, let's just tell everybody, get it over with. We're done trying to hide it already, you know? But hey, it could be. I mean, I don't want to weigh in and say it does look highly suspicious, but I did watch a 4-hour thing on it, and they show all the different medical breakdowns. But it's just I can't be as certain until our guys literally go through it and look at it themselves.
Yeah.
But some of the labs they use were here in our country,
like latex casts of ET, though, so you can see where the doubts come from. Oh yeah,
right.
I look at your photos, and they look terrible.
Yeah.
Where is that echo coming from? It's coming from Ron.
Hang on, I'll mute.
Mute yourself. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Echo is gone. It's Ron.
Just turn your speakers down, Ron.
Yeah, you gotta turn them down a little bit.
I know I know they look bad, and that's why I'm not getting too excited yet. The science the show was really awesome. The DNA results were awesome, but it's like, you know what? I can't trust it until. And I did look at some of the labs they use, and the labs they use, some of them were in our country as well. So I don't know. Man.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
The main thing is the echo gone?
Yeah.
Check.
Is it gone?
Comes and goes. The thing is, your mic is like hearing us at some points, reaching a certain level, and so it tries to capture that sound because it's like, oh, I should be hearing everything, and so that's when it starts getting that echo going.
Oh,
that's why you guys got to invest in some Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, get it together, guys. Jesus.
Come on, you're supposed to be professionals.
Hang on. I got to figure
You don't
these
know what
things
you're
out.
doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Cassie has wireless
I feel
headphones.
like right now, personally, I think there's life outside of Earth. Like I just find it hard to believe that the expanse of the universe is so vast that there's no life anywhere else, kind of thing. I'm not sure I believe that life has actually come to this planet from other places in a form that we can prove right now. These little alien bodies don't, I mean, they may be real, but I'm not sure.
Hey, Joe, the ones
honestly,
Joe,
I don't trust most of what any government says of look, aliens. I'm okay.
There were the ones Joe's talking about from 2020. There was some ones that were debunked in 2020. I did see that. These are not those, but they are very similar. So that's why I'm not getting similar. They do look a lot very like the ones that were debunked. Now, there was an original team of scientists that looked at these and said, oh, these aren't real. But they said that they didn't take it very serious. And that's when they went in and spent a lot of money on further research on these bodies. But again, it's another country. There's a huge language barrier. And the translation wasn't very good either when I watched as well.
Yeah, it's rough for me to and I know we sit around talking about ghosts and stuff like that, and I'm exactly the same way. I'm not going to sit here and say ghosts exist because of my experiences. I don't know if I've experienced enough to tell people absolutely there are spirits amongst us kind of things. Exactly the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, there's aliens, bro.
Joe's saying that. Joe,
Joe, do your own live stream.
No, that comment he made just then, that's I didn't know that part where he said there's a huge faker involved in this thing that's been busted over and over. If that's true, then that sucks, and that's I'm going to admit. I mean, look, I'm a gung ho on aliens. I love aliens, but I saw the body, I was like, okay, why do the arms look like a freaking mummy from a department store? That's the part I had I had a problem with. Now, old bodies are going to look mummified. They're going to look very stricken down and weird, especially when they have algae all over them, supposedly. But they look freaking pretty stupid. I admit that. And what Joe's saying here, if that guy's involved, then yeah, this is probably all stupid shit. But damn it.
I want to talk about the important part. Custer the Pipe Cat says burrito barrier, but that just reminded me of a place I used to eat at when I lived in Reno. They had shrimp burritos. Oh my gosh! Now I am just
come on! I'm gonna die! Come on!
It's like shrimp burritos.
Shrimp? Oh,
God!
I love shrimp.
Come on!
Shrimp tacos.
Oh, now we're talking tacos.
I sent Ron. I went and had some sushi this week a few days ago. Sent Ron a picture of my sushi. That's not a euphemism.
Oh
no, it was delicious. It looks delicious.
Oh, that yum sauce. I don't do raw sushi. No raw sushi for me.
Ooh.
Joe says he had a shrimp burrito when they were in Hartford City, Indiana. Listen, I like shrimp. Shrimp's my favorite of the seafoods. I love it.
Now I have gout, so I might have to erase shrimp. I don't care. I'm gonna still eat shrimp. I don't care. I'll deal with gout.
I thought it was red meat.
Yeah, gout. The shrimp's really bad for gout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep. Fish in general.
I did not know that. That's
especially shelled stuff like the shrimp type. What do you call that? The crustacean. Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm gonna try it out though. I'm gonna try it and see what happens.
My brother has pretty bad gout in his feet and stuff, man. The way they explain what gout is, and this is like obviously y'all tune in because we're like ghost hunters and cemetery walkers, and we're like, let me explain gout. Gout's when like crystals form between your joints. Stupid painful. Because that's what you tuned in for.
It's fucking hurt. Dude, Joe has it too. It fucking hurts, dude. It's like you go to step on, like you're sitting down or laying in bed, and you go to step on your foot. It's like it really is. I had to use crutches for a couple of days. That's how bad it got.
Getting old sucks. Remember when we were kids and we could just like jump in front of a car, get run over by a big rig, and totally be fine?
Yeah.
Or was that Pet Cemetery? Can't remember.
Pet Cemetery.
I'm totally fine, guys. Don't worry. Mike O has brain gout, he thinks.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. You're going to die. I don't.
Dude.
I don't know how that works. How is everybody else doing tonight, guys? I haven't looked, but I think we got 16 whole people watching this random ass live. Because that's what happens on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night Central.
12 o'clock my time.
That's right. When do you got to wake up?
I got to get up at, I don't know, 6:15 in the morning. It's all right.
No, you get to sleep in. That's nice of you.
I got a power nap. I had a power nap.
I've been watching a lot. I've been nerding out on YouTube. You can go and watch like old TV show programming and commercials from like the 80s and 90s from Halloween season.
Oh yeah.
And you see stuff like the McDonald's nugget commercial and the Halloween stuff.
Oh my god! With the little nuggets and the ghost costumes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is brilliant, sir. So like one Saturday, because you know our generation, I think most of the people in the chat, we had Saturday morning cartoons. That's when you watched cartoons. We didn't have Cartoon Network. We didn't have cartoons 24 hours a day. We didn't have streaming services where you could just watch whatever you wanted to watch whenever you wanted to watch it. Saturday, that is when we had time. Saturday between like 6 a.m. to noon, that's when the kids had control of the networks. That is it. Then eventually it was like after school programming and like, you know, and then like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, and like it went crazy from there.
Yeah.
But Saturday morning cartoons, that's my thing. So there was a period where like for a month, every Saturday morning, I would like wake up and I'd get the kids up and be like, hey, pour a bowl of cereal. Like we're going to watch Saturday morning cartoons. And you can go on YouTube and just be like, you can find channels that would put like 6 hours of Saturday morning cartoons.
No
on a playlist. And it would include commercials and everything. It was just stuff recorded off the TV. And we would watch them, like cartoons from my childhood, the Smurfs, My Little Pony, Rainbow Bright, Transformers, G.I. Joe, like Ninja Turtles, if you're going into the 90s. And we would, Fraggle Rock might be.
Bump in the Night.
We would watch that with commercials. We wouldn't skip through the commercials. I'd be like, we're watching these commercials of cereal, of toys, of other cartoon shows. Like, oh man. But now you just said like the Halloween stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. And taking it back to Star Wars, I had a tape that had the original Ewok Adventure recorded onto it. And it was recorded off of ABC where it was originally broadcast with all the commercials. And it was a Christmas time presentation. So it would have like Christmas commercials of like, oh, go to Kmart and like look at all these toys you could get. McDonald's commercials where Ronald McDonald's is skating on the ice with all these kids. And it's like, man, the amount of nostalgia that just poured over me is ridiculous.
Man,
Maisie Rose says, when I was wee, there was only 3 channels and the programming went off overnight. Me too. When I was a little kid, I had 1 channel. I had 1 channel from like age when I can remember to like 11. It was ABC. And at around 1 o'clock, I think ABC went off air. And it didn't come back on air until 6 a.m. And so, like, if you turned on the TV at 3 a.m., it was like, beep, it was color bars. And then right before it went back on at 6, they would play the Star Spangled Banner and the anthem and stuff with pictures of like waving grain and like beautiful mountains and like the waving American flag. And then suddenly cartoons. Ridiculous.
Wow.
Mike O, hell yeah, Thundercats, Mask, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron. Hell yes.
I had the whole Voltron set, the castle and the figurine that you put it together and everything. I had
2 lions. I had 2 lions.
I had them all. I
had the blue one and the yellow one. That's it. But I had like this big, super tall plastic version of Voltron. It didn't really have a whole lot of articulation. It could move at like the shoulders. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like the neck moved. And it was tall. But the little figures, the transforming figures and stuff, I only had the blue and yellow lion ever.
Oh, I had them all where you could put them all together in a creative Voltron. And then I had all the characters that went inside the little characters.
That was
that was a Christmas gift one year. Yeah. And then I gave it all away. I just gave it away. I don't need that.
You didn't even give it to me, guys. Son of a... Joe says, I had the die-cast metal Voltron. Yeah, those were the legit Voltrons. They were metal and plastic. You put them all together. They were legit.
Joe, that's exactly what I had. My parents got me that for Christmas one year. The whole complete set with the castle. And I just...
Toy companies weren't afraid of metal back then. They would put metal in there.
As a kid, gave it away.
It's expensive. Who cares? And it's crazy because if you get like the Kmart or Sears like Wish books, which were the catalogs you would get before Christmas time to have everything, which my grandma would get those. My grandma and grandpa would get those every year. And it was a highlight to go to my grandma and grandpa's house before Christmas because you would get the catalog, the Sears and like Kmart catalogs and JCPenney catalogs. And you would go to the toy section and just like circle all the stuff you wanted. Yeah, it was amazing to be like, I want Voltron, I want all the superpowers line, I want all of this and stuff. Like it was, so great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't afford the metal ones. I had the little cheap, the plastic ones. Man, they were still cool. I would kill to have those now,
bro. I would kill to have the plastic ones right now. I want, like, if you were to ask me, what would you rather have for like your shelf? Would you rather have like the metal and plastic Voltron like Ron had, where it was like the legit Voltron figure, or do you want that like 3 foot tall plastic thing you had that was like this is what the poor kids get? Give me the plastic one. I want it. I want to relive my childhood.
Yeah.
Like, eBay, man.
You
eBay,
get a connection to those things. Like it doesn't matter what it was. Like you look at it, you see it, you touch it, and you're just like you're transported back in time.
It's even
if anybody wants to get me some Voltron, let's do it.
Even Castle Grayskull from He-Man.
I had Castle Grayskull. Me and my brother had like all the He-Man figures. I'm not sure. Like I liked He-Man. I still like. I got the Power Sword. Like I like He-Man. I don't know why we had all the He-Man. Because I know me and my brother watched He-Man. We had a couple like He-Man tapes and stuff. I don't remember like us being so into He-Man that my mom. I grew up with a single mom. She was like, you bought us all the He-Man. Like, what about He-Man? Because I don't remember being stupid into He-Man, but I remember owning all the He-Man stuff. Like, what was it about He-Man that you were just like, well, they got to have them all?
Maybe you were, but you don't remember.
Oh, here we go.
It was just a thing back then.
All this nerd talk is turning me on.
Who said that?
Tarnia.
Oh.
Is that all it took? Man, I've been doing this wrong for 40 years. Law says, in Australia, my sister and I would get up to watch the Thunderbirds reruns. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Thunderbirds are go. The puppets were cool. Yeah, that was a puppet. Those were all puppets and stuff.
Marionette puppets? Yes.
Lady Penelope was badass.
What about the Snorks, dude? I love the Snorks, man.
Snorks. The Get Along Gang.
Oh my God. Wow, I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
Custer the Pipe Cat. Yeah, Thunderbirds are go. Hell yeah. There was a Thunderbirds like movie that came out that was like the Thunderbirds kids, like kind of like.
Yeah.
That was a fun little show. Yeah, and I have a bunch of my old toys like this, the Hall of Justice for the Superpowers line. And I have some of the Superpowers. You can't see them, but they're kind of in this case. This is a glass case that I have my Superpower stuff in. Like I'm a huge into nostalgia. Like I'll show you, bro. Like it was in a catalog. Like I circled it. Like I never got this figure. Never. It was a mail away figure. You would buy a figure and it would say like, hey, send in like 5 proofs of purchase and $5 and you'll get this figure. Never did. But I always wanted it.
Damn you.
Always. And thanks to the power of eBay.
Whoa.
Clark Kent.
Oh my God. Wow.
And look, his arms still move.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
But that allowed me to play with Superman and Clark Kent.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Man, you got some. Jason's got some awesome. I would love to be able to go there and just like hang out with all this crap he's got.
and McDonald's toys.
Oh my gosh.
Superbugs. I got all of them. But yeah, like I'm big into nostalgia, man. I will
That's awesome.
I'll bend over backwards to get my childhood toys back. Silverhawks, Joe. Hell yeah, Silverhawks. Silverhawks.
Oh my God, I forgot. We looked them up. That's been a long time.
I had all the Silverhawks figures because they were awesome. You would push the feet together or whatever, and their arms would pop out, and they would have wings.
What the heck was Silverhawks?
I had all of them. It's like space cops kind of thing, but they were like fashioned after different birds and stuff. But their toys were all chromed out because they were all silver and stuff.
I honestly don't remember.
I just found it. Wow. I forgot all about that show, dude.
Unless that's like an American thing. Is that an American thing?
I don't know how much came over across the border. Laws, since you's from Oz, Australia, and this may be after your childhood time, but it was like right in the midst of me like in going into high school. Have you heard of a show? Did you know of a show? Did you see a show? Are you aware of it? 2 shows actually, because they were imports from Australia. Ocean Girl and Spellbinder. Tell me if you and Tarnia, let me know if you watched it or heard of it. Ocean Girl and Spellbinder. They were live action shows. Well, actually, like the 4th season of Ocean Girl was animated, I think. So
I don't remember that. I did used to watch Jim though.
They were Australian shows, but they were on Disney Channel, like early like year 2 Disney Channel. And they popped up and they were like, oh, this Ocean Girl was about this alien girl who came from a planet that was like an ocean planet, and she could swim in the water and communicate with whales and stuff. And she was friends with these kids who were part of this like deep sea science base under the water kind of thing. And then Spellbinder was about these kids who they found like a portal to this alternate world that was kind of medieval, if you will, but like was discovering electricity. It's super weird.
What was that called again?
But, yeah. Spellbinder.
Okay, I'm looked up too.
I had a huge crush on Ocean Girl. That's why I'm asking. She was super cute.
I think I kind of remember the Silverhawks, but it's funny.
I have Ocean Girl sounds familiar, she says. I used to watch a show called Round the Twist, had the coolest theme song. I've never heard of Round the Twist.
Hey,
Tarnia said she's never heard of either one of those.
Do y'all remember Kids Incorporated?
Yeah.
Kids Incorporated?
Yeah, man. They played music on there.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, I think so. Kids Incorporated. KIDS. Sorry.
Keep going.
No.
Tarnia, that is definitely not it. Pinwheel, Joe. Pinwheel.
Oh.
Pinwheel.
Spinning around.
Oh, man.
What the heck is
almost
Pinwheel?
nightmare fuel.
See, Nickelodeon, I'm telling you, man, that was the best freaking channel, man, back then.
Pinwheel was like a child show, like a Sesame Street-esque kind of spin-off, or not spin-off.
But they had You Can't Do That on Television, which had all these like old school skits like Barf Burger.
Hey Dude.
Yeah, Hey Dude. Oh, Jessica. Oh, there's just in the lockers and oh my God.
Nickelodeon was basically they created like live action kids programming.
Yeah, dude. The slime. That's where slime
like
came
the
from.
1960s, 70s of like HR Puff and stuff, and
right.
Captain Kid and Tennille or whatever it was. Did we lose the headphones?
I did.
It's super echoey now.
Is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on.
Freaking amateurs. Hey, but that's where the slime. Remember Truth or Dare? I'm sorry, was it Dare or Truth or Dare?
Yeah, it's good. I can't remember.
Hey, what was the Dare program?
Tarnia and I don't
slime.
know my name was Whale Rider. There was a movie called Whale Rider, which was a girl that like rode whales, and there was kind of thing. It was not the same thing. I wish I could find it and post links.
Hey, dude, what was the show Nickelodeon where was it called Dare? Where you do the little stunts and you get slimed?
Dare, yeah.
That was Dare. Okay, I'm trying to look it up. I miss those days.
I never had cable television, so I never got to watch any of those shows.
I'm going to try and find Ocean Girl.
I couldn't find Spellbinders, dude.
It's a hard one to look up. It absolutely is. Because it's so random.
Okay, Nickelodeon.
And there's a bunch of stuff that is... Mm-hmm. Oh, you can get Ocean Girl Season 1 on Prime Video? Oh, no.
What? No.
I think I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
What?
I know. I feel terrible that I'm going to watch that.
Oh, my. What is Ocean Girl?
Dude, I just told you.
This hot chick that's in the ocean.
Well, I don't know if I'd find her hot now. She was a kid.
Oh, true. Well, see what she's doing nowadays. Maybe she's single.
Australian TV series?
So I think I'm posting the Wikipedia for Ocean Girl in the chat, guys. And then let me see if I can find Spellbinder.
4 seasons?
Yeah. And I think the 4th season was animated.
It was Double Dare.
Double Dare, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Watching it right now, actually.
Crow. Oh.
Man, dude.
And there's a Wikipedia link for Spellbinder in the chat. Yeah, Tarnia says, Ocean Girl, the show is set in the near future and focuses on an unusual girl named Neri who lives alone on an island, but she can breathe underwater. She swims with the whales. She befriends some kids in this scientific outpost in the water. It's pretty fun.
Interesting.
Oh, man. I mean, the 80s are the best. 80s have the best movies, the best cartoons, the best music. What else?
How about Short Circuit?
Fuck yeah.
The movie?
With Johnny Five.
Yep.
Right? Oh, come on. Jason, you have... No. What does... Oh, my God. What does he have? You have...
Johnny Five is alive.
You got a Johnny Five die-cast model?
No, he's Legos.
Holy jeez.
Oh, it's Legos.
What
Wow.
does this guy have? Hey?
I know, right?
Oh, my God.
Damn.
That's awesome.
No, disassemble.
Oh, man.
Yeah, never heard of Short Circuit. What's that?
All right, I'll throw this one out. Batteries not included.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally know that one. Yep.
Oh,
Cocoon.
all right.
Cocoon, absolutely. Cocoon 2.
I've been meaning to rewatch Cocoon 1. I haven't seen Cocoon 1 in a very long time.
I am just a big kid, Tarnia. I am, absolutely. Laser lips. Your mama is a snowblower.
Oh, my.
Los lobos kick your face. Los lobos kick your ass. Los lobos kick your ass into outer space. I think I prefer part 2.
The second one?
Yeah. Short Circuit 2 is awesome.
Who was the girl that played in part 1?
Say what?
Who was the girl that played in part 1?
Was it Ali Sheedy?
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose says, Jason, you don't have Ocean Girl in your bedroom, do you? Nope. I wonder.
He wishes.
For giggles, guys. Let's find out what Ocean Girl is doing these days.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. I wish she's still alive.
Doing that. I'll be right back.
He doesn't want to know.
Oh, you're killing me.
Marzina Godecki. Polish-Australian actress, best known for her role as Neri in Ocean Girl. She's my age. She's 44. Let's see. She was a regular extra on the 1992 series of Round the Twist. Round the Twist! Laws.
Oh.
She was on Round the Twist. Appearing and sitting next to Linda in school scenes, but never heard speaking. Never mind. You probably didn't notice her. She was credited as Beautiful Girl in Round the Twist. Although in the episode Nails, she is called Madeline by Mr. Snapper. Okay, so what is she doing now? Come on, Internet. What are you doing to me?
Chloe, sit down.
I'm sitting, bro. I'm true. All right, let's see. Copy. Let's go over to IMDb. The old IMDb is going to tell us what she has been doing lately. It's weird that I've never heard of Round the Twist. And then twice in one night. It's like, oh, you ain't never heard of this? Yeah, she has not done one damn thing.
Really?
Yeah, she stopped acting. Yep.
Wow. Hey, give her a call, dude.
Her acting credits include Round the Twist and Ocean Girl.
Huh.
Period.
Does it say what she ended up doing, or like is she still alive?
She's still alive. I'm so glad that we are super interested. I don't know how old this fact is. She works as a fashion designer for Lightning Bolt Surf label. She quit acting after Ocean Girl.
Okay.
She did 78 episodes of Ocean Girl.
God dang. That's a lot.
So she did Ocean Girl for a few years doing that, and then she's just like, yeah, it's not for me. Apparently she became a fashion designer. Why the hell not? I have no problems with kid actors who I don't know how they get into it, whether not their parents are like, yeah, let's put them in there, or they're like, I want to be a movie star or whatever, and they get put into the life, and then at some point they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this. I want to become a lawyer. I want to go to school. I want to be a fashion designer. Like, follow your dreams, kids. Don't think you're beholden to everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ocean Girl. Boom. Yeah, Joe, she's not a greeter at Walmart. She went and lived her life, bro.
That's a sweet job, too.
That's a good retirement gig.
I might have to go soon, guys. I got a lot of editing to do.
You can boogie, man.
I'm
I
so
appreciate
behind.
you being here. I appreciate you hanging out. This live has been going on longer than I thought it would, but you can boogie the heck out whenever you want.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Tap
go.
out. I'm sure people would appreciate a new Crow of Judas episode more than just you being miserable and quiet and tired on
No, no, I'm having a blast, dude. I've had a blast, dude. I love nerding out about 80s stuff. I could do it all freaking day. But I'm just so behind already.
No, I totally appreciate it, man. I'm gonna let you go then. You leave.
Okay, guys.
Kicking you out of the live stream.
All right.
Don't forget, guys. Check out Crow of Judas's episodes. It's not a super consistent schedule, but it's always fun.
Right. There you go. Yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Love you, Crow.
Man.
Peace
for
out.
Hanging out.
Bye.
I'm so glad he's gone. Oh my gosh. I was super happy that he was able to join us. I invite him pretty much every time we do a live stream, and sometimes it doesn't work out timing wise. I'm super happy he was here from the beginning. He was here ready to go for you guys. Crow's awesome. And I totally understand his frustrations with editing and needing to be like, all right, guys, if you want something from me, I got to get to it. So, but how you doing? How you doing, sir?
I am good. I'm eating a pepperette. Grabbed another beer. I'm all right.
You just let me know if you need to go soon too. How many people we got watching over here? Still got 19 people. Why not? I think we can keep this party going, guys.
Wow.
I mean, we've talked about aliens. We've talked about paranormal investigation. A little bit about food, 80s cartoons and TV shows, 90s, early 90s TV shows. Cassie was here for a little while. Crow was here for a bit. What else? Do you have questions? Do you have comments, concerns? What else do you know? I think I can give you another 20 minutes before I'm going to tap out. Are you saying I don't know my name and saying I'm leaving work now? No. Also, catch you all later.
How's your fridge supply?
Let's check. 3 beers left in the fridge.
3.
I have a mini fridge, guys,
wow.
right next to my computer now. It holds 6 beers. And for some reason, they keep disappearing. I don't know why, but there's 3 in there. At some point, Doof Paranormal was in here, and I asked if she wanted to hang out in our live, but she then disappeared.
Disappeared? Yeah.
So I guess she didn't want to hang out in our live.
Yeah. Maybe she had to go to the shops.
She definitely went to the shops.
Yeah.
Allie's in the chat if she wants to hang out. Just give us a shout. Tarnia, yeah, she says, oh my God, mini fridge next to your computer. It's like literally this big. It's tiny. I took a picture for everybody else. Let me see if I can get it.
Allie says demons are taking your beers, Jason.
It's true. I don't have a picture of my fridge, apparently. I just sent them directly to you guys, so hold on. Let me turn down my screen brightness. That's my little mini fridge. I even put a Cemetery Road sticker on it. But it's a little mini fridge, and it holds 6 beers. And it works pretty good. Not going to lie. Beers are cold. Why the heck not? Laws says, I'm sneaking around, supposed to be working, but listening. I don't even know what you do, Laws. But I'm glad you're breaking the rules and hanging out with us. It's good to see you. I wear the hat you sent me at work all the time. It's a Grand Prix hat. I have gotten many a comment of being like, Australian Grand Prix? I'm like, yep. It's a nice hat. I thank you very much. It's super comfortable. And Allie says she's supposed to be doing homework.
Uh-oh.
So you should do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework, Allie.
Dang, no homework, accusing people. Jason, I'm falling behind with you, Cassie, and Karen. I want to catch up, but I need to know what the watch order is. I mean...
Doesn't matter, really.
It doesn't really matter if you just go to all three of our channels, just watch the episodes in the order in which they're presented on each channel. And then you just get a slightly different perspective from each other channel. So, and we tried to do for the most part, it's our first couple episodes will be kind of like the same thing from different perspectives. But then we'll have an episode where it's just it's different because Ron and Cassie will go off and do investigation stuff in one part of a location. And then me and Karen will go off and do investigations at one part of a location. So that's all you really need to do. You just no big watch stuff you need to know about. Laws says she works retail fragrance. Oh yeah, so you're in the midst of people. So sneaking watching live streams and stuff on the internet. I can understand why that's a little difficult for you. And I appreciate you, Laws.
Allie, you're just going to be like a farm girl, like a ranch hand. I don't know.
She's getting her general ed classes done. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Neither do I. Tarnia says, Jason, do you watch sports at all? If you do, what do you watch? I don't watch anything at all, really. I will watch some football when it's on and I'm around, but I don't care about sports at all.
You and me
sorry,
both, Jason.
Yep. I'm super tired. I think I have to go to the bathroom, so I am going to leave you guys to Ron real quick.
Leave everyone to me.
So you're gonna have to vamp. This is my channel. Do not just sit there staring at the computer screen. You gotta chit chat. You gotta keep this chat going, man.
All right.
You can't have downtime while I'm gone. So let's.
How am I gonna?
Leaving it to you.
I'm not. You're putting me on the spot, sir.
I am. Listen, tell them about all the beer you. Tell them about Frankenstein.
Right. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll do that.
Tell them about that.
Okay. So, don't know if you guys know, but me and Cassie, we had our 17-year anniversary this past weekend, and we decided to go to Stratford, Ontario, which is about 2 hours from where we live. It's an old town, and they have a festival, and they have shows, artistic shows, however, theater. It's a theater town. And we went and we saw Frankenstein Revised. Let me tell you, when I thought I was going to see a theatrical show, it was not what I expected. I'm thinking a theater show, right? Well, it wound up being literally interpretive dance. So there was no dialogue, no talking or anything. It was all just movement, dancing, and they told the story of Frankenstein via dance. And it was quite interesting. Totally threw me off. And I don't know if you I personally have never read the story Frankenstein, the book. But there was always this woman like writing in a book, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And Cassie explained to me that was she was the author of the book. And so it was pretty interesting. Different, not what I'm used to. When I thought theater, I'm thinking like, Macbeth or oh my goodness, Phantom of the Opera or something like that. But yeah, it was definitely different. Enjoyed it.
Well, I think part of the thing is you didn't know what you were stepping yourself into.
Yeah.
And so that was the difference. Yeah. Walking into something and being like, wait, so nobody's going to talk? Like it takes a minute to adjust to that idea unless you went in being like, okay, so I'm going to watch the presentation of the Frankenstein story done through interpretive dance. Then you're like, okay, I know what to expect. Let's do this. You had no clue.
Yeah. I had no clue. Literally, I'm sitting there and I'm like, and it was so cool because when we sat down in our seats, we were the second row from the front stage, and the backdrop was like a gurney, like a table, right? Yep. Like in a hospital kind of thing, right? That was the backdrop. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be really good. And I'm all excited. And I'm sitting there, and then it starts, the curtains go up, and out comes like Frankenstein, and there's no talking. It's just literal dance. And I was just like, I kind of glanced at Cass, and she's like really into what's going on. I'm like, okay. And literally, I'm thinking, when are they going to talk? Is there any when are they going to actually when's the dialogue happen? And the whole thing was dancing, but they told the story of Frankenstein and the monster and everything through dance, and it was actually done really well. Like, I have no complaints. It just threw me through a loophole because that's not what I was expecting. When I thought about
I didn't expect that either. When you explained it to me, we were talking about this beforehand, guys. He's like, oh yeah, because I was like, hey, how was that Frankenstein thing? He's like, it was cool, but so it was the story of Frankenstein through interpretive dance, and I'm like, that is not what I expected. He's like, me neither, bro. Lost from Oz says, Mary Shelley, did she write Frankenstein? Yes, Mary Shelley is the one who wrote Frankenstein, and which is funny because she was married to a writer. Mary Shelley, in her life, she was married to a writer. She went on a trip with her husband, who was also a writer, that met up with other writers up in the mountains on a trip and stuff. And they kind of challenged each other. And I may have some facts wrong, but this is how I remember it at the moment. They challenged each other to write a story. And she ended up writing Frankenstein during this trip kind of thing. And then she just blew everybody else out of the water because nobody remembers them. So yeah, she's a badass. So I think that's pretty cool. I went and saw Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical, last night. That was a lot of fun. It's a musical about this family that's just all discombobulated and messed up, and they all have their own problems, but they're all keeping their problems from each other, and it bites them all in the ass, and it's pretty good. But it's all done to Alanis Morissette music. So they're all singing the Alanis Morissette music, and it's kind of thing. But it's pretty awesome. It was fun. I had a really good time checking that show out. So it's funny that me and you kind of randomly both had theater experiences in the last couple
theater
weeks.
Scene, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what we do. We're theater people, guys. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, very, yeah.
Now y'all do.
Oh, yeah.
Tarny asked, Ron, do you do other impersonations?
What
did you do an impersonation? Which one did you do?
I don't know. Tarny will have to refresh my memory. I don't know.
Do an impersonation of me, Ron. Let's see it. Put you on the spot. What is if you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, and
Hey
then Jason did.
This is Jason from Cemetery Road. Remember, be respectful, be safe, and always enjoy what you do. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Pretty uplifting. Like I can't be like, oh, how dare you? Oh, Jar Jar Binks. Tarnia says you do a solid Jar Jar Binks. Jason, not so much, apparently.
Oh, thanks, Tarnia. Oh, I could do. Okay, Tarnia. I don't know if you guys remember. This is going back to the WWF, right? The World Wrestling Federation, and you had the Undertaker and the Paul Bearer. I don't know if anybody in the comments can remember that, but I could do a mean Paul Bearer.
I don't even know.
I would.
Mike O says last theater I went to was a burlesque show in Las Vegas.
Whoa, that's frisky.
I'd go to a burlesque show.
I would try it. I'm not going to say I would never do it. I would, But
bro, Cassie's Jason, not here. She's never going to finish this episode. Like you could say it. Ron's like, I've been in a burlesque show.
No. But you don't know who the Paul Bearer is? You don't remember the Undertaker?
No, I know who Undertaker is. I've never heard of Paul Bearer.
The Paul Bearer always he was like the Undertaker's manager. So Paul Bearer, my Undertaker, he'll take you down and take you down to the depths. He will take you out.
I've never been a wrestling guy.
Come on.
Look him up. Never been a wrestling guy.
Look up the Paul Bearer. The Paul Bearer.
I will.
You got to look him up.
I mean, it's a great name. I love it, but not my thing.
Undertaker always had the Paul Bearer was like a short little guy, and that's exactly how he talked. He's like, "My Undertaker, he will take you down. He will take
Laws,
you."
Now you know how Cassie feels. Laws says, "I feel like a third wheel on a Jason and Ron date night." No, like Cassie feels that exact same way when we hang out. I got like I don't want to like put Ron's private stuff out there. Like they were on their anniversary trip, and I got a text from Ron that said the only thing that would make this better is if you were here with me. And I was like, "You're on your anniversary trip, bro." Like.
No,
I am honored. And like I would love to be at the brewery you guys are at because it looks great. The beer looks amazing. But like it's weird to be like Ron and Cassie are on their 17th anniversary trip, like being all romantic and having an adventure. He's like, the only thing that would make this better is if this lady would leave and you were here. He didn't put that part. I'm exaggerating now, but like I was just like, what the hell? Bro, you need to focus.
Sorry.
I love it.
Just Jason did say, bro, this is yours and Cassie's time. Stop messaging me.
Just send me pictures or video, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'll subscribe to the channel. The OnlyFans, eh? It's all Ron's feed anyway. Like I'm seeing those.
Oh my goodness.
It's hilarious. We're terrible.
Yeah.
It was watching weekend, this. Though. Do we actually have people watching our date night?
I don't know. I dropped
13 people think we are a cute couple.
Wow.
That's fine. Maisie says, my sides hurt. Loss is crying. Oh no. Like I'm not even kidding, guys. I got that text. The only thing that would make it better is if you
didn't even respond back, which hurt.
He'd be like, Cassie, be like, whoop. Jason's here. I would have loved to have been there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Hell yeah. I would have responded back, but you sent that like during work, and I was like, I was laughing at that, but I put my phone back in my pocket. And it's weird because I get that text where I'm like, he's out with his wife for their 17th anniversary on like a kids, like no kids trip. And he's like, I wish you were here. Like, that's hilarious to me. And the other part is like, I wish I was there too, because the photo of the beer you just sent looks amazing, but I'm at work and I'm currently listening to like true crime. Like, and then he murdered this person. And I'm just like, the feelings I'm feeling right now are all over the place. I'm both disgusted and aroused at this. Wait.
Oh my.
Tarnia says, Jason, you can't ignore Ron. No matter what. He's very sensitive. He is. I will never cook you chicken wings again. I had some good chicken wings today, by the way. I meant to send you a picture of them. So, like, I'm gonna roll it back a little bit. A few days ago, I went. Last week, I went on the river. I did some kayaking and stuff. It was awesome, and I took pictures of my beer for Ron. I'm like, look what I'm drinking. I'm like, whatever. And the person I was with was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I gotta take pictures of my beer with Ron, or for Ron. And she's like, why? And I'm like, okay, like, it's gotten to the point where whenever me and Ron drink beer, we send each other pictures like every time. To the point where when we were on the trip with Cassie and Doof, like I was sitting next to him. He's across the table from him. I'm like, and he's like, and Cassie was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, Jason sent me a picture of the beer he's about to drink. She's like, he's right there. I'm like, yeah, but that's what we do. That's what we do. So I just did it. I did it again. So I'm on the river. I'm sending pictures of beer. I'm like, this is going to be for on kind of thing. That's the kind of relationship we have. I don't even know where I was going with that at this point. But the fact is, like, we communicate daily, like that kind of stuff.
Through beer pictures.
So I don't ignore Ron. He is a part of my life always. Maisie Rose says beer porn. Absolutely. Like, I don't take crappy photos of like, oh, here's a can of beer. Like, I'm like, ooh, the lighting's not good here. I'm gonna pour this better. Here we go. Oh, chicken wings. I had good chicken wings. I meant to send you a picture of my good chicken wings, but I ate them too fast and they're gone. But I had 8 chicken wings. 4 were buffalo wings, which were magnificent. Great buffalo wings. The most basic of buffalo wings. Probably, like, if you're going to say, like, the most basic buffalo wings is a 5 out of 10. These were a 6 out of 10. They were really good buffalo wings. The other 4 were Nashville hot wings. 3s. 2.5s. Like, their taste was fine. The heat was not there. If you're going to call yourself Nashville hot, you might want to be hot. And the taste was fine. Like, it wasn't gross or anything, but like, when I ate the first one, I had 3 more left. I was like, I'm just going to eat the next 3 so I can get back to the buffalo wings. Because I had a buffalo wing and then I had a Nashville hot wing, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish these so I can get back to the goodness of the buffalo wings. Because I'm never going to have those wings again. The Nashville hot ones. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with them, but I don't feel like spending money for them. That's not great. But I thought of you, sir. Tarnia.
Oh.
$20 super chat for me to buy Ron something pretty. I am going to absolutely do that. That $20 is going to be nothing. It's not going to be spent on a damn thing, but a pretty thing for Ron. I guarantee. Guarantee. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to find something. Uh-oh. Law says, oh my God, I'm going to get in so much trouble. The looks I'm getting. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. Also, Laws. Sorry, but not. Mike, are you going to bed? Michael.
Good night, Mike.
Thanks for hanging out, sir. You've been here since the beginning. Just when you wake up in the morning or you're sitting on YouTube again, just skip to the end. Skip to the end, sir.
Skip to the end.
Don't watch the whole thing all over again just to get what I missed. Let me watch 2 hours of these yahoos. 2.5 hours. We've been here 2.5 hours.
I know.
This is a live stream, son. But you got to get up soon. So I'm going to give us about 12 minutes, pretty much to the end of this beer. And then we're going to call it so that Ron can get to sleep. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Again, the support from the community in terms of being members of the channel, throwing down super chats when you can, showing up for the premieres, doing the live streams, sharing the links, all that just kind of stuff, subscribing to like Instagrams and all that kind of stuff. You guys are awesome. And I flipping love you guys. And we do have Weeping Willows episode 1 of Waverly Hills coming out tomorrow night. It's going to be 6 p.m. Western, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. The rest of the world, y'all going to have to figure that out yourselves.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. It's an hour long, good paranormal investigation. I'll be there. Doof Paranormal's in there. It's going to be a good time. Next week, I will put my first episode of Waverly Hills out. Super awesome. I'm going to try and get the 4th episode of our On the Road series out on my channel as well next week. Ron and Cassie have finally reunited with me and Karen in that series. And that's when the fun really starts because we're just nuts. So we got a lot of content coming out. So the more you guys watch our shows, the more you guys hang out with our channels and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications whenever we post stuff. Super awesome. Custer says, waiting on my beer order. What did you order, Custer?
No.
What did you order? Allie, good night. It was good having you in the chat. I know you have skunk problems at your house. I hope you get that cleared up. I don't know why you're going to bed so early. It's only, it's not so early.
Well, 3 hours. What, 3 hours difference? Or
yeah, it's like 9.
3 for me, 2 for you.
8:50.
Yeah. It's.
But she also has to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she has school.
Yeah.
But the rest of you, it's been awesome. But we still got like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to hang out, 9 minutes to hang out. We're good. We have a lot of stuff coming out. Don't forget Crow Judas's channel. We've all been talking about our Halloween plans. We want to include each other. We want to do extra stuff to make. Chad says hi, by the way. That's a skunk, guys. I don't care about Chad. Law says, if you want to spend that $20 on a nice men's cologne, I'll give you a night. Yeah, but the shipping alone is going to be a beast.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to have to send it to Canada, like the far ass end of Canada.
Yeah, Hallie. I thought you guys were going to bed.
No, we got like 10 minutes. And then I'm
10 minutes, Allie.
I got a fridge. I got 2 more beers in my fridge. Just because the live stream ends doesn't mean the party ends.
2 more.
I've been doing all the talking, bro.
Oh,
I can't.
Allie says she can hang for another 2 hours if you want.
Yeah, live stream.
Whoa.
Just saying. I work hard all week. I look forward to these times when I can hang out with my peoples.
I had a power nap. I'm good. I'm not even tired.
Tarnia says, so glad I caught this. Miss your pretty face, Jason. Always good to see you. It's good to see you too, Tarnia. And it's, I wish I could spend more time doing live streams like I used to, but I just can't. I got to save them for like my days off when I know I don't have to wake up early in the morning, even though I do have to wake up early in the morning because my kids still need to be woken up and school stuff. But then I can go straight back to bed, guys. So
yeah,
it's fine. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to play some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to be a cowboy and shoot people. Pew, pew. They all deserved it. I only shoot the bad guys. But I think that's it. I think that, like, I don't really have any other plans other than that. I don't want to do anything else. Well, I'm going to do editing. I'm going to get the first Waverly Hills episode, like, done, exported, and then I'm going to start working on episode 4 of the On the Road series, and I'm going to start work on finalizing the 12 photos I need for the 2024 calendar. Those are things I will definitely be doing tomorrow.
Nice.
Tarnia says, I should have a gaming channel. I don't game enough to have that be a thing I want to deal with. When I play video games, that is me. I'm escaping everything else. Like, I don't want to make that another job. But I have been thinking about doing like movie reviews, like live streaming some movie review type things.
I could see you doing that. I could see you doing that.
Because I did movie review podcasts for 10 years. Like I did that a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I miss it, and I don't watch that many movies, but maybe it would kick me in the butt to like watch some older movies or movies that have come out in the last 5 years or so, and then just jump on here, do a 10-15 minute live stream where I review a movie and then boogie out. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but if you are, let me know.
Oh, you have movie knowledge. Like
I do a little bit because I didn't pay attention in school. The more you know. Boo, 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 boo.
Allie wants
when
to know
I'm drinking beer, bro, that's your cue to start talking. We can't have dead space. We got to keep this thing going. Come on, man.
I'm not dead spacey. I just looked at Allie's comment. It says, anyone see the Thanksgiving horror movie that's coming out in November? Yeah.
Yep. It was a fake trailer in the Grindhouse movie that was Quentin Tarantino and what's that guy's name? Guy did Spike it. Robert Rodriguez. But the trailer was so good that he's like, I should make that a movie someday. He made it a movie. He made it a full-blown movie. And the trailer for that movie came out not too long ago. So then there's a whole like just over the board horror movie coming out called Thanksgiving. Pretty interesting. I'll probably see it at some point.
I kind of want to see Nun 2, but I haven't seen the first one. So
I don't think I saw the first one because the nun, the character of the nun that's in those two movies appeared in a Conjuring movie first because it's all that connected universe. I've seen that, but I never watched The Nun. So I need to watch The Nun and The Nun 2. I kind of want to rewatch the Conjuring movies because I just listened to a podcast that talks about the real life stories that influenced The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which is like, I think the third Conjuring movie.
Wow.
So I kind of want to rewatch the Conjuring movies, which means I need to rewatch the Annabelle movies, which means I need to actually watch all of the Nun movies. So there's a whole universe
all
of like
intertwined.
crazy horror movies that I need to watch.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
Law says a movie review with trivia about the movie, locations, actors, and backstory. I would do that. The problem is, I feel like I created the Cemetery Road as a channel that was me documenting my travels visiting cemeteries, and then I added on to it Paranormal Investigation. And I feel like maybe I'm just like I'm breaking the mold of the channel by like then being like, hey, movie reviews. But I also don't want to start a whole new channel, because if I'm going to make content, I want to add it to the channel that's actually like got an audience already and is gotten through those growing pains and stuff. And so I could make it like a members only thing, but then I'm just like, well, that's like, I don't know, 15 people, 20 people at most. I don't want to make like a bunch of content that's not going to be seen by a bunch of people. So I don't know. You guys tell me, is that something like, would you mind if this channel as Cemetery Road kind of branched out a bit in terms of like content stuff? You let me know. I want to make the content you guys want me to see. And if you guys are like, no, we want movie reviews, I'm down.
You're good at that.
I want to do what you guys want to do. That's my thing.
Yeah. What does the audience want to see?
Pretty much. Too quiet, guys. We need to talk.
Oh.
Ron, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the beer.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I know it's like midnight now. It's 11:59 according to my phone.
Yeah.
But we've got 2 hours 42 minutes on the clock for the live stream. Maybe we should just like cut it at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mid sentence.
My beer is empty. I can get one more, and then I'm good.
Tarnia said she would be happy to see movie reviews.
Cool.
Allie says it's always going to be Cemetery Road, but movie reviews would be cool.
Oh.
Tarnia says, what's the next movie you both want to see? The newest Ghostbuster movie that got delayed and is now not coming out until next year because of the writers' strike. Lost from Mars says, I love the Crow movie. Now I have gone down a rabbit hole looking for stuff. The original movie? Absolutely. That'd be fun to review because I actually like the Crow series as a whole. Like, do I like all the Crow movies? Not really. Do I like the idea of the Crow series and kind of everything that it became? Yes. I
who
find
was
it
the actor in that died?
Jason Lee. No, Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee died, who was the son of Bruce Lee.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he died because the guy who was in charge of the firearms screwed up, and he basically got shot with a blank.
Right.
But blanks are not 100% safe.
No, well, we know that from what was the latest?
No,
movie?
that was not a blank. She got shot with a full-on bullet.
Which movie was that?
Rust with Adam Baldwin or
Alec Baldwin, right?
Alec Baldwin. Yep.
But was that not supposed to be a blank?
It was supposed to be a blank. It was not a blank. It was a full-blown bullet because the arms master, they were like shooting bullets and stuff after hours, I guess. And so ammunition got mixed up and it ended up in his gun. So he was supposed to shoot a blank, but it was not a blank. It was a live bullet and it killed somebody.
That is.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh. But
there's a new Crow movie coming out, Laws.
Wow.
Tarnia says, have you seen every Transformers movie? Yes.
Yes, except for the most recent one.
Which is really good.
Is it?
It's fun. Yeah. I liked it.
I'm gonna have to see it. I really enjoyed
one of the better ones,
Transformers.
actually.
Is it really? Because I've heard mixed things. Like some people said, "Oh, it's terrible." So
no, I liked it. Did you like Bumblebee?
Love Bumblebee.
You'll like this one.
Yeah.
Easy. If you loved Bumblebee, you will like this one. Easy.
Which one has Anthony Hopkins in it?
I have no idea. That's how bad they got. I want to say that was the third.
Uh-oh. Jason froze. Am I frozen? Or is just Jason frozen? Because I'm still here. Jason! Uh-oh. I think we lost Jason. Where'd he go? Hopefully he comes back. I'm not very good at just myself, people. So I'm hoping Jason comes back. But we were talking about Transformers. Oh, there he is.
I have no idea what happened.
You put me on the spot. I'm like, oh no, I'm here by myself, and I don't know
Jason
what to do.
Froze, and then everything went black. Even my phone, like I was messaging you and stuff, and it's like,
no, I didn't even get a message.
I know, like my whole internet stopped for a hot second.
That is weird.
Lost from us says,
wait,
yep, Bill
did get
Skarsgård is the new Crow. Yes, he will be playing the new Crow. But like Transformers 1, great. Transformers 2, okay. 3, 4, 5, I barely remember. That's how bad they were. I'm just like, I don't care. Bumblebee was a lot of fun. The last movie that just came out, fun. So that's where I am with the Transformers movies.
What I love about the whole Transformers thing is Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime.
Has not changed. That Peter Cullens.
Yeah, he's been doing it. He has been doing it
since the 80s.
Yeah, he hasn't voiced every iteration of Optimus. There's been a bunch of Transformers shows in the last 5 years. Like there's some kiddie shows and stuff.
Yeah,
were voiced by other people, but for the most part, Peter Cullen has voiced Optimus Prime since the very beginning, and I love that he got to voice him during these movies. But I feel like his time is kind of up.
Yeah,
because he's super old and he's kind of retiring a lot of his voice work.
But like when you hear that voice, that Optimus Prime voice, I just you cannot.
Dude, I have a whole shelf of Optimus Primes right here.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, but those are like 7 Optimus Primes right there. I'm an Optimus Prime guy.
But when that man, like when he goes, like when he's gone, it's going to be a sad day, really.
Yeah.
You know, because like it's part of my childhood. That man has voiced a character all those years, That's like
he did some some audio work in Voltron. Just putting that out there.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but like that voice, like just
it's perfect.
Optimus Prime. Like you cannot.
I am Optimus Prime.
You can't. You cannot.
Iconic.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maisie says,
it just.
I'd love to see you interview people about their top 5, 10 or movie. I would say probably top 5. 10 movies is a lot for people to be like,
yeah,
okay. I think that would be really interesting. I could do that. Definitely. I think if I did movie reviews on this channel, it would be like a special event type thing. Maybe like once a month, but I could totally be like, me and Ron chit-chatting about his top 5 movies, or at least maybe if I'm like top 5 horror movies or top 5.
I don't know if I have top 5, but
yeah, but we can make an hour of content. Get Crow on here, get Cassie on here, get Doof on here, get Allie on here. Like we could make some content that way. That would be a lot of fun.
I mean, I
just don't know if you guys are in. Like, I don't know if people who are tuning into a channel called Cemetery Road that is mostly cemetery walkthroughs are like, wait, what are all these episodes where he's talking about movies? Like, I'm really worried that if I spread my content too thin, that the point of what I'm doing here on this channel will get lost. So you guys can think about that and get back to me.
Yeah.
Because if y'all just be like, listen, I would personally like Cemetery Road to stay Cemetery Road, just you and cemeteries with the occasional ghost hunt. If you want to do movie reviews, I'll follow you to a new channel where Jason does movies or whatever. Or if you're just like, you know what, Cemetery Road can be the catch-all, like just do your thing. I would be interested in hearing your guys' opinion. Leave it in comments here when this live stream ends. That would be awesome. Allie says,
I'll be right back.
Allie says, I just found out via TikTok that the snake in Friday the 13th was a real snake, and the snake handler had zero clue that the snake was going to die. 10 out of 10 sad. Listen, no, not 10 out of 10 sad. No, snakes are the devil. I don't do snakes. I'm like Indiana Jones. Why'd it have to be snakes? But absolutely, that is true. It is a absolutely real snake, and the person who was handling the snake on that show, when I say show, that's what that movie, did not know they were going to chop that bad boy in half. It was such an indie level type movie. It was run and gun. It was. You may think like it's Friday the 13th. Like, what do you mean it's like indie level? Like, there was 7 people in a camera like that. There was nobody in charge there. It was the Wild West for that kind of movie. They wanted to chop up a snake. They were going to get to chop up a snake. Would they be able to do that now? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an absolutely real snake, and they chopped it the hell up. But snakes deserve to die.
Pipecast says snakes on planes. I was just going to bring that up. Snakes on planes with Samuel L. Jackson.
I am tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday
exactly.
plane.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
That was the thing. It's like, I am tired of these mother snakes on this mother plane.
Yeah.
But the TV edited version, for some reason, their fix was him saying, I am tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. And I'm like, well, that's even better. Like, that's the perfect line.
That is funny.
I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Monday to Friday.
Like, monkey fighting snakes. Like, for me, that's like, I'm like, all right. Monday to Friday plane. I'm like, logistically, there's a flight that's just Monday to Friday. Like, that's where I stop. and my mind's like trying to figure out movie stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, so you're telling me?
Hang on. Wait a second.
I can buy a monkey fighting snake. But a plane that only services the location Monday through Friday, that's where I'm going to be like, this can't be real.
Yeah.
Just saying. We have about 5 minutes left on this random live stream. And I already apologized
Very random
before we even did this, guys. And I only got 10 people watching. Sorry for the other like nearly 20 people who were just like, I'm done. As soon as the ladies left, they were done.
That was it.
I said ladies, like we had one lady, but
where's Allie? Where is Allie? Where's
Crow
Allie?
Counts.
Yeah. Yeah, Crow counts.
Allie said she was going to bed.
What? No.
Yeah.
She's still in chat.
I know, but she said she was going to bed.
She's not going to bed. Allie, did you send her the link?
No, because she said she was going to bed.
Allie, she says Allie is still here.
I know she's still here. She said she was going to bed. But we're only here for 4 minutes, bro.
Oh, all right.
And then we're cutting it off. But I do want to thank everybody for hanging out. All of you guys.
Everybody.
Who have been
Everyone's
here,
awesome.
Throughout this 3-hour ordeal. Plus the 12 minutes of my newest episode. I hope you guys check it out. That is a huge support for me when I put out these, especially like in the middle of the week, when I put out these episodes that you guys watch these things. When you sit here on a Wednesday night and hang out with us for 3 hours, you are amazing.
Allie,
we do have plans, guys. We have plans to make sure that your spooky season hanging out with us is worth it. On Cemetery Road, on Weeping Willow Paranormal, on Crow of Judas. I'm sure that even though she is traveling, Doof is going to make sure you have all the entertainment that you have from her channel. She goes through her travels through Virginia City and does all her stuff. So make sure to be following her. I'm not going to suggest channels to you guys that I don't trust and believe that they are worth your time. So when I say go watch those people if you want. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all. It's been fun. You have 2 minutes, and then we're going to bow out. But I do plan on having more live streams. Probably not every week, but maybe like every other week. When we get into October, I do really want to do like an every week type thing. So be on the lookout for that. And if I get enough comments in this video that y'all want movie reviews and stuff, I will do it. Why not? It may have to be like members only kind of stuff because I just don't know if people are interested enough. I don't know. You tell me. And I do have another trip that I'm going on next week. It's going to require gas. It's going to require some time and foods and snacks. So if you want to support
just use that
channel,
$20, Jason.
Awesome. Listen, $20 goes a long way, but that $20 is going towards buying you something pretty, apparently. But it's going to be a fun adventure, and I will do like a kind of like behind the scenes type video for it because I think it's relevant and fun. But I am going to be stopping at some cemeteries along the way. So anything you guys can support will go towards that. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are great. I'm so glad I got to hang out with you tonight. Make sure you are following and subscribe to and put on that notification for Weeping Willow Paranormal, as well as Doof Paranormal, as well as Crow of Judas, as well as this channel, because, YouTube is weird sometimes, and it just kind of like unsubscribes you or unnotifies you from things. Maisie says, it's been a fun live stream.
Yeah.
And I've missed your unique kind of crazy. And I think that's the best way to end this off. We love you guys. And as always, remember, when you are out walking amongst the stones or watching some random live streams, be safe, be respectful, and we will see you on the next one. Until then, I'm Jason. That's Ron. He doesn't know his name. And we will talk to you next time. Have a good one.